T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey everybody, we're on a different track here today. It's the Rogue Energy Cup Series, of course, but we're taking left and right turns, Spurdy. This ain't no high banks. It's not no oval racing. Where the heck are we? Where are we?
We are at Road America, located in Wisconsin, and we're going to be going over and doing a lot of lefts, a lot of rights, hard braking zones, difficult turns, high-speed carousels, kinks. It's going to be definitely a very difficult track, but one that's going to be extremely entertaining that I can't wait to go over and show off to everybody.
And there is a road course ringer within presence. It is Neil Gallagher. He is running the 27 scheme today. He is probably the whole favorite to win. He won last night's Pox race, and so if you want a nice little easy bet and free money, take him, and you'll count yourself lucky. He did also win at Daytona Road. Led about 43 laps of that race. Led almost every single lap there, so he might be on pace for a sweep here this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. He is definitely one of the ringers that we have here today. He only runs our road course races. Went over and dominated the Daytona road course earlier in the season. I would expect him to go over and be towards the front all race, if not leading most of this race. But don't ever count out any of the other guys that have been putting in some time, putting in the practice. Guys like our typical front runners, Kyle, Diesel, Minnie, or Jeff. They're definitely going to try to go over and give Neil a run for his money today.
And speaking of run for their money, it looks like Neil. I'll get it right eventually, I promise. Is our pole sorted by 6/10 on a road course is actually quite crazy. For anyone who tuned in yesterday about the Pox race, if you're looking at the times, you're gonna be like, well, this is a little interesting. They're running faster times. Well, they are Cup cars, a lot more speed, and this setup that Rex brought to the race this weekend is a little bit more favorable for speed. They can kind of cut through the corners quicker than they could in the Pox cars last night. So, yeah, a 2:06 pole is today's time, and yesterday was a 2:09 or 2:08. So we're picking about 2 seconds up here, Sparty, from yesterday.
Yeah, and getting that little bit of experience yesterday with a lot of these guys running the Pox race last night, that's still only going to give them a little bit more experience, be able to go over and start increasing those speeds. And you can see that the field is a lot more close and bunched up compared to what it was last night with certain guys, I won't say any names, running towards the back.
Yeah, and I think we got the chance, we'll go over today's we'll go over the Pox finish from yesterday. As I pull it up, Sparty, who do you got today? I mean, you can't pick Neil though. Neil's off the limits.
Why not?
Sorry.
All right.
Because that's a free pick.
I want a free one.
Okay.
No, if you're not taking a road course ringer and we're taking somebody that is one of our weekly racers, I honestly would go with somebody. I would go with Kyle. Kyle's been putting in a lot of time. He's been putting in a lot of laps. I sat and watched him in practice. He probably did somewhere around the race length in laps today, as we're going to be sitting here running 41 laps. He probably ran somewhere between 40 and 50 laps of practice earlier today. With his experience last night, I expect him to put in a strong showing.
Well, I'm going to pick the guy who had a rough race last weekend. Not last weekend, yesterday. Was kind of just a beat. They kind of beat him up a lot, and so I thought he, could have a better outing today. I'm gonna pick Jeff. He won at esports. He actually won his race this last Tuesday at the college pro iRacing series. I think that's what it's called, something like that. He did win, so he's now an esports winner. So hey, I'm gonna take the layup and take the esports winner.
Wow. Well, it was, come on, it was just a super speedway. Come on, anybody can win those things, right?
Yeah, you've totally won those before, right?
All right. Well, I could totally just end your career. So,
Okay.
but yes, Jeff has actually been very helpful. He was helping me a lot, trying to get a little bit better at my lines yesterday. He is a formidable force on road courses. If he can get himself out of the monkey's nest and have himself a strong showing, definitely could go over and be a challenger for the win today.
Yeah, and yesterday was a kind of a caution fest, but we'll chalk that up to not to actually poor driving, but to auto cautions and kind of some unweird caution rules. But those have been polished up, cleaned up, and we're doing only manual cautions tonight. So if you see a car spin out, they're not going to throw the caution unless it's a dire situation. So this track's really long. It's about 4 miles, I think, or 3.
It is a very long track. If you go and you look at the actual information for the road course, it is a 14 turn, 4 mile long course. Yeah, and I did get some information that even though Neil obviously did win the pole, Diesel believes that he was totally going to get the pole there because he says that he choked his lap and told he was going to have pole. So believe that if you want.
Well, you know what that means, right? He's gonna choke it how he did at the Pox race and take out the field on the last lap.
You know what I think he's gonna do? He's gonna pull the JV captain approach and go over and state, "I totally had this win, if not for blah 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 blah," because Diesel.
Yeah, and I think the funny part is like I didn't realize he said that all the time, and now that it's brought to my attention, the JV captain does say that, like, I think every race.
It's pretty much every race at this point. That is why he has got the nickname the JV captain, because I'm not sure, for anybody else who probably played sports in high school or at any other point, but if you did get that guy in the JV team, he always did go over and say, if it weren't for, I totally would be on varsity. That is where Aaron has gotten the nickname, the JV coach, the JV captain.
And speaking of Aaron Hall, he got 4th place yesterday at the... he was a hazard, caused the most cautions, but somehow ended up with a 4th place finish. And we'll go down the order, and maybe this will give some hints on who some guys are and where they're going to wind up. But Neil, of course, the winner. Then we got Mini-Me, pretty usual. Then we got Aiden Smith getting a top 3 in the Poxes, so it's good to see some speed out of that machine. Maybe he'll transfer over here today. Did qualify P7, though, so he'll have to work his way up. That'll be interesting to watch. And then Aaron got it. I got 5th. I took a much different approach compared to Aaron. I thought they were going to race more aggressive, and I kind of let people by who were sending it hard, and he did it, and worked out in his favor a little bit. And then Diesel getting 6th place. Yeah, I beat you, shitter. Then you, Sparty, you got 7th. You outran our esports guy and Kyle.
No, I didn't.
So, oh, yeah, sorry. The scoring error there. Well, you know what? You beat him at Darlington. That's all that matters.
All right, cool. I'll take it then.
And then the Lego man. That's Poppy, for anyone wondering. And finished 10th. And then a recent trade has happened with SMS and Can't Breathe Motorsports, or Motor Club, sorry. And it's called Can't Breathe because the owner is missing a lung. He was traded to that team for just his other lung. So Carter is not going to be able to breathe today, so it's going to be a very hard day for him on the road course. So
well,
there's your top finishers from Pox, and I think we're going to see some new guys run up front at this road course. A lot of strategy is going to come into play, so I trust Neil to get it done, but you never know. You just never know.
I'm hoping that, with this being a very long course at 4 miles, yesterday it ran about 10 laps was a fuel run. So I'm hoping that maybe today with us having the manual cautions, without the forcing the stopping of the race because of simple errors with the game, and that race control, maybe we will get some actual fuel strategy have some undercuts, overcuts, things along those lines, and see if that can create some havoc like it did last week when we raced at Kansas.
Yeah, I'm watching these cars going around track, and there's some really pretty paint schemes out here. Borges is running, I guess, the road course car for the year. I think it's a Steak and Shake car, if I'm not mistaken.
It is a Steak and Shake car. We do have a little bit of some fast food going on because we got Kyle running the number 4 Chick-fil-A car, followed by Jeff running his number 5 Michelin car.
That's my favorite restaurant to eat at.
It is the Steak and Shake number 2 for Borgish. Mini, just running his typical scheme because just like Alex Bowman, not original, is running the number 84 Ally car like normal. And then let's go back around the horn. We got Diesel running the number 19 Auto Owners Insurance car. One of my favorite schemes that Martin Truex Jr. runs. Man. Oh,
Yeah.
and there's No Long Boy is just. I don't know how many times in practice I watched him do that today. So he's definitely out here running the MSU tribute car. And then we also do have Aiden running the Mountain Dew. When I start watching people do donuts now, Aiden running the Mountain Dew car. So lots of really cool schemes, stuff a little bit different. I haven't seen a lot of the actual Michelin car from Jeff so far this year as he slaps the wall. And I haven't seen too much from Kyle in the forms of the Chick-fil-A car as well.
Well, Aiden somehow found the tire bearers already, by the way, but he's now back on pit road. Yeah, there's a lot of colorful schemes. It's a very pretty racetrack up here in the north. Beautiful skies today, Sparty. Fans are good. I had some cheese curds earlier. I feel pretty ready to go. Hopefully these drivers are ready to go. But
Hey, Wisconsin fans, where's Aaron Rodgers?
well, they do have a good volleyball team, and we all know why.
Don't go down that road. Don't go down that road.
They're a successful volleyball team. That's all I'm
Don't
gonna
go
add.
down that road, Cade. No. We don't need that controversy. We'll just take the fact that I just want to let all. I just want to let.
Good volleyball team.
Oh, I know what you're.
They win games.
You're
They
the
win
kind
games.
of. You're the guy that
They
went and
win
looked it up on
games.
Twitter. You're the guy that looked it up on Twitter.
It's kind of hard when it just appears.
Pierce. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just a reminder, Packers fans. Rodgers is gone, and the last throw that he ever had in a Packers jersey was an interception with the Detroit Lions. Just wanted to have that friendly reminder since the draft, was just ending today. A little cross sports promotion there. So
yeah. And Carter has wrecked in the same spot again, by the way.
well, let's just.
Well, you want to talk about cross promotion? How'd your Lions do in the draft?
Fine. Fine. Fine.
They
We
did
all right.
draft. They drafted Hendon Hooker, so I mean.
I don't like that. I don't like that. That makes me. No. Craig, take your quarterback back. Send him back over to Tennessee. You can have him on the Titans. I'm good. Yeah. So with Let me do some more investigating on that. I'll get back with you, Cade, on whether or not I feel good about the draft. Some good
We'll find
pieces,
out
some
about
bad
2
pieces.
years.
I don't
2
know.
years you'll find out.
Will we? I don't know. It is the Lions.
That is very true, actually. But
yeah.
just like the Lions and just like Kyle and Rex, they'll always get your hopes up and then disappoint at the end.
Look, that is very true. We need to make sure that we let that Kyle know that he is now slowly becoming the Lions of the Rogue Energy Cup Series. That'll make him very happy.
He should pull the line that the JV captain pulls. That if I had the fastest car, if this didn't happen, because for him at least it's true. He just finds a way to lose him every week.
This is also very true.
But he doesn't have any excuses. You gotta respect Kyle for that. He never excuses why he loses the races. He just admits it and lets it happen.
He just knows that he's a choke artist, and that's there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with choking. That's what CPR is for.
Yeah. Some people are into that.
What?
The choking. Some people are into that, Cade.
Okay.
Hey, you're the one that brought the volleyball.
I'm gonna need a Heimlich maneuver after that one.
You're
But
you're the one that pulled in the volleyball team. Just saying.
you talked about Wisconsin. I said they're a good volleyball team. I mean, they play good. They play good.
Sir.
I'll get the statistician to see what their record was last year, and we'll have a real funny one here.
I'm
Okay?
sure you'll do your research. I'm sure you will. But okay, actually to go back a little bit, back to the racing stuff instead of talking about certain volleyball teams and how they like to spend their time in the locker rooms. We do have, as again, this is one of the more difficult road courses out there, I personally feel. Just because here there are such hard braking zones. But with that, there does offer a lot of opportunity to pass. Because if you are willing to go over and stay a little bit longer off the brakes, you can go over and get some really good diving into these really hard braking zones, as we're watching Kyle right now. Like that right there is a very good one. He's going into the high speed, like double right-hander, where you really want to go over and take it wide. Make sure you go over and hit those apexes. And then there is the kink that is very difficult, where I'm sure we will see lots of guys go over and get a little bit loose. The car wants to get really light right here. If you don't go over and take it correctly, you're either going to go off into the grass right there, or the car's going to get super, super light and you'll overcorrect it. We watched Aaron do that a number of times. The good old JV captain doing JV captain things yesterday. So this should be a very fun race when it comes to our restarts. As obviously with most road courses, I'm sure they will get spread out as the run goes along. But it's also going to be how can you manage your tires? How can you manage your fuel? Because we do have 41 laps around here. So if it is to be believed that roughly 10 laps is the fuel window, if you can go over and find a way to save that fuel, you could go over and manage this maybe on a 3-stopper.
Yeah, and it would be very hard to do that. I did write down in my notes pre-race that it is a 4-stop race for you strategy lovers. That's 4 times, and I'm gonna drop a little nice little hint, and we'll try to watch it during the race, and I'll try to keep a good eye on it, looking at my stats here on my right monitor. But I tried it yesterday, but we couldn't get the strategy to play out. I think 2 tires is a really good call for these long runs. They wear in the left, and then they also wear the rights, right? Well, depending on how you drive it, you can wear one side a little bit more, and then come in and change them. And then you got fresh ones there, and then you wear that side more, and you come in and change them again. So, 2 tires are going to pay off really good here, I think. Especially on a 4-stop race, I changed lefts twice, technically, or once, and then change rights a couple times.
It definitely could, potentially, if you're smart about it. But, again, pushing early in these races could lead to some issues. Because, as you can see, as we watch Borges get a little bit loose, going into the pits, is that if you lock up the brakes, with the wear that we have here, that could drastically change the way that works, as the wear could be very extreme on the tires here. And if you roast them going into a corner, could lead to some issues. And another fun thing that we just watched there with Borges is the hill. The hill makes it, in coming into pits road, there is a cone for the commitment line, but that's not actually the speed limit line. The speed limit line is all the way at the top of the hill. So you can run very hard up the hill, and still, if you can get to slow down to 45 miles an hour, save all that time and be in a really good spot. So it'll be very interesting with pit strategy if we do get some nice long green flag runs as we expect here, with not having having manual cautions. Could be very interesting.
Yeah, and I think we're about to get the command to go green.
I do believe we are about to have drivers heading over to cars here very shortly.
Because you want to know why the drivers are heading their damn cars? This guy. Get off the racetrack.
Get off the racetrack, Kyle. Stop tryharding. He's only like halfway around the course right now, too, so we're going to have to wait for Kyle to finish up his stuff.
This lap's not even going to count, by the way. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, he's got somebody else out there, too. Of course.
Woo! I mean, woo! That was a woo. That was totally a woo.
No, it's more like, huh? Mickey Mouse champ right here.
No, that would definitely be Thug. Everyone knows that.
Mini me, more like Mickey me. Am I right?
Yes. That was a great joke, Sparty.
Keep yourself safe.
I will. I'll make sure to buckle up when I drive next time.
You're welcome. You're lucky we're on Twitch. If we were on Kick, you'd be in trouble.
Well, the only thing that's going to be kicked is everyone
Wow.
asks is today.
Oh, we also need to now
Niels.
we need to go over and also unmod Diesel. Apparently, this man wants to go over and waste all my money by keeping the server on all night, yet can't go over and have a Prime sub. As the one thirsty trap girl once said on Twitch, it's just $5.
You know, and I think my favorite part about that whole exchange is he goes, well, you know, I took a screenshot of my power going out. How? How is that? You can't. He sent a photo of a black screen that doesn't show anything about power going out.
This is
Like,
true.
I mean, yeah, he's an oddball. That's all I have to say.
That Diesel guy. Something else. It was legit. Yeah, right. Yeah.
My power went out. Yeah. And I get lots of women Diesel.
Okay,
so
if you
there's
see
your
a caution,
there you go. But here's our
let me know
Goodyear
if I can throw
onboard
it.
cam.
if you're
Showing
not
that
sure,
nice
hit me up.
truck there. Thank you to
And,
Chevy, by the way.
I'm here.
Stepping up again, bringing the Chevy pace truck out. Beautiful truck as always. And then you know, as we look, there's another charge in the field, so it's 2 chargers. I think there's 1 Ford. So 1 Toyota, and that
Yeah.
Toyota is diesel. Oh, and Aiden's doing burnouts. Aiden, it's you're supposed to win the last lap, not the first one.
Does he not know that this is a road course that, you know, you're going to have somewhat of a... Oh, look at that butte. Look at that butte, by the way. All right.
Oh
Look at it.
my.
Oh, look at that. Oh, so nut. All right. But yes, as we go through the field, yes, we only do have 8 guys here today with, unfortunately, some people having to sit out the race. But Neil in the Charger with Kyle sitting on the second row. Followed by Minnie and Diesel. Diesel running the only Toyota. And Carter, followed by Jeff, Aiden, and Borges to round it out on the back. But here we go as we get ready to go green, ladies and gentlemen.
And the America 150 is underway here. Now we're not gonna stay silent for the first lap because
That's a really long lap.
I don't know if I can stay silent for over 2 minutes. I gotta be completely
We're
honest.
aware.
Oh wow, okay. Well, Neil's already off into. Oh, there they all go.
Diesel going pretty wide. Is he going to have room to get back on the track?
Oh!
Really tight there.
Ooh, that's a little too tight.
Let's see here.
And I would be singing "Smooth Operator" if I was him. Oh, and Kyle's giving a little dirt show there. That is a battle for second on track between the 2 buddies, and then the esports gamer behind him in fifth. Sorry.
Yeah, it looks like the race right back here is going to be right back here with
Oh,
Kyle.
it is a full party here.
Here comes a hard braking zone. Now watch out for Carter. Carter, not as much experience, did not run the Pox race last night. Goes over and got to watch out for him to run into the back of somebody today.
Looks like Borges is just going to take a nice, route through the field. I think.
Borges
he's just going to pace himself.
Yeah, Borges is taking the smart way.
Aiden's doing burnouts all the way down the turns here.
See, and that's where you got to be really smart about your tires here today. Is getting into those braking zones. You can really easily lock your tires up as he's going to really dive it down in here. But he just goes over and takes it easy. Right here, the car gets really, really light on the left side. You can really get up on 2 wheels on the right side of the car. When you put the throttle down, as you got now the really long right-hander, double. It was like a double right there. You want to go over and get on the gas, but you really can't as they go now back down the back stretch here. As we head down to the kink, want to get out the gas.
Oh.
Gets really, really, really loose right there on exit. As you can see, Kyle saving it right there. The long back stretch is now hard brake zone. Really can dive it deep if you can get there. As we see Aiden locking up again, that's going to really hurt his tires with the double wear here. You shift it up, take a nice long left. Watch the car kind of float out. You go over and you drop down a gear. Take the right turn. Ooh, as Jeff almost gets in the back of Diesel. And then you throttle it out, throttle up, head up the hill as we get around to the start-finish line. As we get our first lap done. No incidents. Very impressive. Very impressive from our drivers today.
It's almost like if you practice and run laps, you figure out the track more. And I think the person who's figuring out the track is his 5 car. He started in the 5th position, and he's already battling up for 2nd here. Kyle, your biggest loser, dropping down to 4th already. Diesel is going to get really wide here. He's kind of really close
Whoa!
there, Sparty.
He
He's
is
going to
go-
eventually pack that wall. And here comes the 5 battling for the inside.
There it goes. Are they going to be able to get through it?
Ooh,
Side by side,
contact.
a little bit of contact, but Jeff gets through. Yeah, you got to be really careful there. Coming off of that hard right into one, is those tires do stick out just a little bit, and you can catch them. If you do catch them, that's gonna ruin your race.
Yeah, and Neil was a whole second faster than the field. Well, he was in clean air, so I mean it makes sense. But that gap is not as big as I thought it would be. But it's go contact.
Man, they're a little bit of contact, and listen to them
They're racing
squeal
a little
those
rough
tires.
back here.
They're really getting after it right now. Ooh, this is going to hurt those tires. This is going to make it so that way they won't be able to possibly go through the whole pit window. They'll have to come and get tires if they do get too worn out. Kyle sending it deep already. He's making some moves. Car gets really... Oh, they're look at them all. Look at them all just squealing those tires. You're not saving tires right now. I don't know how that's going to work out as they go through the double right.
Well, you definitely can't pull the 2-tire strategy. That is now they're going to be side by side back there for... Looks like to be 6. Car off track.
Got a
back
couple.
on.
Man, they're really pushing hard right now. Look at that. Kyle
They gotta be
sending it
careful
hard.
going in this backstretch here, because that's what can happen with the 19. If car gets out a little too bit more, you're in the wall there, and your day is basically done.
Yeah.
Well, now it's single filed out here. Oh, but the 89 is giving chase to the 12. That is a battle for, looks like to be 7th on back. Cars all kind of drifting. Mini-Me's kind of just
Well, I think Mini right now is doing what you should be doing here. Yes, everybody wants to push and try to go over and get positions while everybody's bunched up. But if you go over and push too hard, Carter's
off track.
Carter's off track. As you go over and you push here, you could end up getting yourself ruining your tires, or worse, getting yourself into some really bad positions as you go over and you push. You've got to be able to try to make it 10 laps. That's going to be 40 miles with this being a little over 4 mile long track. You've got to nurture these tires, or you're going to have a very long and very pit-filled day.
And I think who's already having a long day is, well, Borges has just been kind of sitting back there. I don't know if it's on pace or anything. Whoa, and there goes Aiden. They're going to get into it. He doesn't not get into him. I don't think he got into him.
No, he slammed on the brakes, but that's going to now bring you or us talking about him. Look, who's just floating in the background. I think Borges is just kind of doing his thing right now. Look, he's a couple seconds off the leaders. But I think Borges is just sitting here and he's just trying to keep the car clean right now. There's no reason. He did have the incident where he lost gears at the Daytona road course and had to run in and hit. Ooh.
Sorry. The 12 went dirt tracking and made a pass on the 89. I think it's going to work here.
Ooh,
Wow. What a pass. This is the best battle on the track, by the way.
Of course it is. Look at them. They are really pushing each other. But just trying to finish really quick. Borges did lose all of his gears except for reverse and had to reverse the rest of the race. Woo, they're pushing there. And I think right now he's just trying to make sure that he can get a little bit farther than he did last road course here.
He lost all of his gears last time?
He did. He had to go over and drive. He drove the last, I believe, 15 laps in reverse only.
I don't know how that works.
I don't either. There goes Aiden.
That's going to go around.
Ooh,
Hacks it in the wall. He saves it.
Hacks the back end of the car, though. Let's see how that looks. Let's see how much damage he potentially has there. He hit it pretty hard. Looks like he might have a little bit of damage there in the back end of the car. Let's see how that affects the driving.
Diesel's by himself here. He's by himself. He's the last car. What happened?
I don't know. Let's see if we can't go back, I guess.
Well, yeah, let's go back and get some replays. I'll try to pay attention on track while you do that. He's by himself. I mean, it's. I'm looking out our monitor here that shows all the cars, like the live cameras, and he's just randomly gone.
I have found it, Cade. I have found it. As you watch here, Diesel goes over, sends it really hard into one to avoid Kyle, and gets stuck in the sand.
And yeah, that is how you go from 4th to last.
And this sand is extremely difficult to get out of. It takes a lot. You have to keep dropping it into first gear, wait until basically you run out of steam, and then you got to drop it again. Looks like, though, he got out of it fairly quickly. So, yep, that'll do it. It looks like he probably just kind of, unfortunately, got stuck with looked like it's a situation where he thought that Kyle was maybe going to break a little less, ends up going over and putting him way back. So now he looks like 7 seconds behind Borgish, but I do imagine that he could probably make that up. And luckily, with spinning in onto the grass and into the dirt, that should make it so his tires aren't super duper warm and having to really, you know, gun him and cut him loose to get out of the dirt.
Carter somehow worked his way up to 4th. He's running the fastest laps he's ever ran on this track. He actually just ran his fastest lap that time by, and he's pulling away from the 5, who was sitting in 2nd about a lap and a half ago. I don't know where this speed has come from. He's passed Aiden. Look, he's driving away from everyone.
I'm gonna guess that we also had must be an incident there with the because Jeff was in 2nd. I'm going to guess that we also had an incident. Might as well reverse it back up.
Well, we'll find where it happened, and I'll try to keep everything peeled. But yeah, this 12 car is your biggest mover, folks. I thought it was gonna be Jeff, but hey, put some money on that 12 car today.
Oh, he's still got. Let's see here. Let's see. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? There it is. There it is.
Did he do it again?
Looks like he started drifting and just kind of looped it going into the last corner before the hill, and then he got caught by the dirt. So, yep.
Carter is flying, by the way. He actually just ran. He just ran the fastest lap on track.
You mean Kyle?
I wish. No.
Well.
Carter. Oh,
well. Never mind.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Kyle technically did.
I would say Kyle's got the fastest lap.
Carter was running faster than our leader, and well, I see how he was running faster than our leader.
He's running all out.
Kyle's catching him right now.
Look at
up here.
Oh, look here. So Diesel was 7 seconds behind this pack, and he's already caught him.
He's looming.
As we like to say,
oh my God,
man, they are really pushing hard around these corners. It's burning those tires up. There is no way this field is actually going to make it the 10 laps.
You can see all the grip they're laying down. Like, look at all the tire marks and grip that's being laid down. And we're only 5 laps into this race. I think the 89 got off there. But yeah, this is just 84's off track, by the way. He got back on now.
That corner right there, right before the Speedville section of the track, that the car wants to go over and grip really hard on the right sides. You'll see these guys with brand new tires. You'll almost see the left sides of the tires pick completely off the track because the 89 is off the track again. That means the Diesel's going to go over and probably catch up really strong here. But you're going to start seeing situations where those guys are going to really kind of you can almost roll the car. We did watch one person roll their car yesterday.
Yes, somehow someone flipped themselves spinning into the track on their own.
It was talent.
Of course, it's always a talented.
Lack great talent. Just kind of depends on how you feel about it. But yeah, it was definitely a situation yesterday that was kind of nuts.
Kyle's running qualifying laps here, but Neil's matching his times. 3/10 between the pair of those guys. But
Kyle is
looming
trying.
I mean, I like this call because it's kind of smart. Burn up your stuff in the beginning because you're gonna have to pit a lot, right? Might as well burn it up, come in, get tires, and try to maybe get some track position. Because if you get in front of Neil and then you build a bit of a lead on him, gives you some more time to work on the pit stops.
Well, I think right now he knows that, the mistakes can still happen. Neil did have a couple mistakes yesterday, so it is very possible that potentially he could end up having a mistake. So if Kyle just kind of sticks in his trails, doesn't burn up his tires too difficult with little burnouts here and there like that, it could potentially lead to a situation where Kyle could be with Neil the entire race and potentially going for it. It's like, see, even Kyle's got himself deafened completely in the call with the other drivers. He's in full concentration mode right now.
Yeah, he's not even talking to his crew chiefs or anything. And 19 is battling the 89, and he pulled a move that he did yesterday. Threw it into the grass and hope it stuck, and, well, it didn't, Sparty. Somebody needs to tell the 19 machine that the green does not mean go at this racetrack.
No, he has come up with the idea that if he puts it in the grass, it cools the tires and gives them more grip. I have yet to see that actually work out for him. As he's going to try
see the science behind that.
It looks like the 89's also clipped the wall there a couple different times with the right
Oh,
side's all
12's
scraped
off.
up.
The 12's off the track.
The 12's off the track again. This is complete
He's fast.
madness
He's
in the
just not,
back.
he's just-
Consistent. Let's
yeah,
see.
Mr.
Let's see.
Consistent.
We're gonna come down to a heavy braking zone here. This is where Diesel Fleet wants to try it. Could once again go over, get really deep on the
Oh,
brakes.
I think
Here we
the
go.
The five's really off pace here too. He's got back going now. 19's gonna dig to the inside.
He's gonna
Trying to
really
pull up
try.
on that quarter panel. Now the 89 has his position going into this corner. That's gonna flop back to the 19th. They can say side by side going to the final corner before the front stretch.
Looks
He's
like
got
he
him
will.
here.
It looks like he might be able to get him, but
Can he power around the outside?
He did take a lot, but ooh, Aiden really trying though. Really trying. Gets loose. But the 19 does get the pass done. But let's
There you
go
go.
over. Let's keep an eye here though. This is where getting down into turn one. This is a huge high speed with a hard braking zone. Let's see what the 89 decides to do here. Does he go out and take out the 19? Nope, he starts getting on it a
He's
little
just
bit
gonna
sooner.
low it down. He's gonna low it
Yeah,
down.
there you go.
He's
He
gonna
played
let
it
it happen.
smart. There we go. That was the smart thing to do, and that's what it's great about the Rogue Energy Cup Series.
Oh
Is these
my
guys
God.
really do have some respect of not wanting to run over each other. Ooh, the 89
Oh.
locks
I
it up a
think
little bit there.
Gonna
It's
get
a
to
little-
the inside again.
No,
What I realized, if you're battling the 89 on the racetrack, it's gonna be the most entertaining battle.
apparently.
Can we just keep a camera on him the whole race, please?
We'll just put one of those little corner ones you see with the iRacing where they have the TV camera instead.
Five
We'll just
missed
put
the heavy braking zone, by the way.
This is where the brakes are going to start heating up, and they're not going to be able to go over and catch us hard. So with the brakes heating up, the tires getting worn, you're going to start having to brake sooner, let off a little bit sooner. You're going to have to start adapting to the car and what it's giving you. And this is where we're going to start seeing a lot of guys overdriving. Like as we see the 89 go into the grass once again, you'll start seeing those situations appear more and more as we get through these laps.
Yeah, and Sparty, this might not come to a shock to you, but Kyle has now burnt his tires and is now a second off pace.
Yeah, there he is. Yep, a little bit. If he can still though keep him in his front windshield, he should be all right. But you see the 84 here. We were sitting here saying that, he's struggling so far. He's gotten himself up to third. He's going over. He's running about the same lap times as Kyle was last lap. He looks like he's probably going to make up a lot of room here because I'm sure Kyle probably burned his stuff up or had an off-track incident there that lap. So that means that the 84
19 went off course again.
Oh, my Atlanta.
All the stuff he just made up. Yeah, try to pass the 89 again.
Oh, my goodness. 19 has
fuel
speed.
window, by the way.
89 has speed, but he does not have passing skills on road courses. Oh my goodness. Let's see.
This back of the field is so. Oh, Diesel's in the stall.
Oh, he finally
First
went
car
over.
in pit road.
89 also looks like he popped that.
I don't think that tire's up anymore.
That
Sparty.
tire is not up. He blew that right front trying to go over, and that's where I told everybody you got to be smart
I'm
with your
shocked
tires.
He blew it in 7 and not even in 8 laps. He blew his tire. At that rate, he's gonna have to pit about 5 more times.
Oh, hopefully they have enough sets of tires here as they come down pit road, the slow pit road. Let's see here. Let's see how long it's going to take. So Diesel did come in behind Aiden, but Aiden had a lot of damage. Diesel, it doesn't look like really had any scrapes on the
12
car.
missed the chicane. Sorry. I'm just keeping up with what's happening on the racetrack.
Let's see here. Aiden's over. He's revving. He's hoping they get this fixed. And the 19's going to go over and beat him off.
The backstretch, so they're not going to have to worry about going a lap down or anything.
No, here in this track, with it being, a 2-minute long track, they should have plenty of time to go over, get in pit road, get their new tires, get back up to speed before they go over and have the leaders actually challenge them. But that 19 now, with that good pit stop and the 89 having to go over and fix his damage, he gets out ahead of him. But the 89's already sending it, squealing it, and not being smart with his tires.
Diesel does not want the 89 behind him.
The 89's now
There's
made
no
up
other. I mean, there's nothing else to cover on the racetrack. It's just these two guys.
Goodness, this is gonna be the race. Oh no! Here he comes.
Around the outside, here he goes. He's gonna power it around and
Drive off. Does he keep it? Nope.
there is grip out there, just not fast grip.
There's something out there.
He's trying to find it, whatever it is.
My! He's gonna go see if he can find. Oh my
my God.
goodness! You're not gonna make it to the. You're gonna need tires, you idiot. You're never gonna make it.
Oh,
by trying
cars
to
on pit road. 3. Everyone's pitting. Sorry, not everyone. The 5 and the 12 coming down pit road now.
5 of the 12 looks like the 2 staying out. Really quick, we'll go through.
So that is 9. That's about 9 laps of fuel there are. So
I would imagine
leaders should be coming
lap.
next time by.
I would
right?
imagine we're going to get leaders next time by as the 5 and the 12 come down pit road. We'll take a look at them and see how their pit stops go. Jeff and
Real
the 12
slow
getting
pit
into
stop here, though.
It
Real
is
long.
45 miles an hour, and then going up the hill goes over, and you really need to go and start slowing the car up before you get up the hill. You can use the hill to help you slow down, but it's a slow one.
I know, and pit crews had to practice differently for this week because it's the right side of the car that you have to service first, right? Well, this week it's the left side, and they're coming at a different angle, so pit crews got to be on their A game, and well, they were for both cars. Fast stop for the 5 and 12. You can't speed though, but they have pretty close stalls. Should be fine.
I'm gonna say make sure you don't go over in speed. I myself got smacked yesterday with a speeding penalty. Luckily, it was towards the end of the race.
You know, I had a fair share.
Yeah, so we're aware there too. Okay, no, so
They found each other again.
Right, let's really quickly watch this. Let's see if the 89 goes over and uses
Leaders
up
on
his tire.
backstretch, so we have a couple corners to watch at this.
Oh my goodness.
The 19's actually following the correct racing line now too, by the way.
I think the 89's kind of learned what he needs to do, and if he does this correctly, yes, maybe the 89's going to stay with him for a little bit, and he's got to go over and kind of make sure that he doesn't get ran over. But the 89's burning up his tires hard right now. So if he goes over and continues to do this, he's going to have the tire fall off. He's never going to be able to hang if the 19 does this correctly.
Leader stays on the leader. 4's off the track and damaged. No turn in the car. I
Oh
think
no!
there's a tire
Oh
down
no!
here, Sparty.
Oh no!
84's on pit road.
84 went to pit road. Leader staying out. The 4, yeah, he hit
There's
hard.
something wrong with that car.
Something is majorly wrong with that car. He has no turn.
It's not making any speed. Yeah, I think a tire has to be down, right?
It has to be. He has some sort of issue. He's got to get himself to pit road. Come on, come on, 4. Can you get yourself to pit road?
I mean, the 2 is able to get to pit road in front of him.
That's gonna make him lose
look at
all.
the thing wiggle.
Yeah, let's go over and let's keep an eye on him and see how long it's gonna take for him to get fixed, and just see if it's a tire. That front end is bent up too, so it looks like he got into those barriers pretty hard. That might go over and cause some
89
engine
smacks the wall trying to fight the 19.
Of
Sorry.
course he does. Let's go over really quick. Let's watch Kyle and let's see what kind of issues potentially he's got here. Yeah,
He definitely
that
has
right
tires down,
That
though.
right front
It looks like both
down.
of them are down, doesn't it?
He has the right side down at the very least, maybe the front as well. Does get into his pit stall. I don't see them yet servicing the car. Oh, there they go. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that they didn't shut that engine off. There goes the 12 and the 5.
Just letting you know, Neil is the only car in pit yet, so
Let's quickly watch the number 4 here. Let's see how long he's going to be stuck in pit road as they do some repairs to that car. There goes the 19. There goes the 89. Oh! I just heard tire squeals. Okay, never mind. I just heard tire squeals.
the
man.
5 and 12 have caught each other.
I did see that the 12 has caught him. Oh man, he is on here for a while.
It's still getting repaired.
It's still getting repaired. Hopefully, there it goes. So luckily
He's
he's repaired. We'll have to wait and see if that has caused him any engine damage. But once again, looks like Kyle pushing too hard, a little bit too late into his run, could go over and cost him another race. All right, so we're gonna jump over here. Let's see if the 27. Here comes the 27. Here comes our
peeling
leader.
in.
He is peeling in.
So I'll keep an eye on the 84 machine. That it should be our. He's already pit. He's on the back stretch. It's gonna be close here, Sparty.
Okay, so let's see here as Neil makes the long, slow journey up the hill to his pit stop, 45 miles an hour. Make sure you don't speed. With us now being a manual caution race, there's going to probably be very few, if any, cautions this race. So you do not want to get caught speeding. That could potentially end your entire race.
And the 84 has made the last right-hander, and he's going to go onto the front straightaway here. So he's probably going to assume the lead.
Yeah, I would assume he's going to go over and get
strategy call.
He is going to get the lead. It's now going to be a situation of how well he can manage those tires, as we should see the 84 pop through the bottom of the screen here in one moment.
And
There he is.
There he is.
Okay, so there he goes. And the 27 drops the jack, and he is free. We'll be interested to see how much.
He's gonna be about 5 seconds, 6 seconds behind him. But
So right now, here comes the 12. We got around the 5. So
he's he's hanging that thing in the grass.
yeah, he was trying to cool those right fronts because that's all I kept on hearing.
That's
is,
the Diesel Motorsports special right there.
yeah. If you hang the rights, it does cool. It cools it off in the grass. But I will be interested to see how long he's going to be able to hold off our esports race winner, Jeff Parachute.
Jeff Parachute. Oh my God, the 84 is collided. Sorry, not the 84, the 89. He's done. 89 is collided into the pit entrance wall.
He's gone.
He is.
He's
Well, there
not-
goes our excitement for today's race.
Oh, he's like gone. It's over. It's over. He's not even on track anymore. That car is retired. So now Diesel has nobody to race him. Yep, the 89 has retired his car. So,
I
Whoa.
would too for how hard of a wreck he had.
darn, I was really hoping to see that, but it's going to be difficult to catch. Let's see if we can go back really quick. Let's see
I
if
think you can. You got time.
Let's see if we can go over here. I want to see this thing. I want to see it. So where he is.
It was a pretty vicious wreck.
He's with Diesel. He's with Diesel. He's with Diesel. Where is he? There he is. Okay. So now I can actually go back to Aiden. All right. So he runs into this. He's kind of chilling. Car's already beat up. He's probably already ticked off. He's all angry. Rabble. Goes through the kink. Going through the kink. Goes down. Hits the hard right. Goes up. Right, left. Spins it out. Tires are toast now officially. He's probably almost done with the tires if they aren't already. And I'm going to guess that he just goes, you know what? Screw it. In incredible fashion. Boom.
Well,
And that was it. Okay. Good to know.
well, the battle for the lead hasn't really shaped up, but there's a battle on the track. It's the 5 and the 12.
So this should now actually finally start to let me know. All right, so last lap, Minnie was up by 29 seconds over Neil. It just updated incorrectly. Went to the actual pitting one, so looks like I'm running roughly 1 lap behind when it comes to my tracking. So, all right, we'll skip that for now. We'll have to wait another.
He's
Up
about
there it goes.
11
Now,
seconds. 11 seconds. There
Yep,
we go.
now it just updated. Okay, so we're at 11 seconds behind. So we'll be interested to see what he can make up. Followed by, looks like. So if we look here, so there's our leader. Then we got Carter, followed closely by Jeff. Stop hanging those rights off. It doesn't cool them off.
Yeah, these two are going to be fun to watch.
Oh my goodness. Carter's just going to be Carter. Okay, so then followed by
There he
Jeff
goes.
closely. Then we got Borgish running in second, roughly 8 seconds behind those two. Then Diesel, who's running roughly about 6 seconds behind Borgish, followed by Kyle. Kyle's about a minute behind Diesel with having to get those repairs done. It's going to be difficult for him to get back into this race. So
Kyle's just kind of on his own.
Kyle is kind of on his own. He's going to be hoping for a caution.
If you're Kyle, I think, honestly, just do the undercut. Stay out, get some track position, and then try to save, or you got to do something bold. You got to do a bold strategy.
It's
here.
either that or he's gonna. It's either that or he's gonna
You're
have
finishing
to
where you are.
It's either that or he's gonna have to try to go over and push it to the very, very end of his fuel window, and hope that a caution comes out. That's the only two options he really has, and with it being manual, with it being I don't see us getting a caution either, unless something crazy happens. The only place that we could really get one is probably between these two here, is if the 12 and the 5 get together and kind of get stuck on track, or if or
P3. I mean, he's having a good day.
yeah, shockingly, he's running pretty well for missing the race last night. Thought that maybe he wouldn't be able to keep up with these guys, but he was putting in a lot of laps in practice, trying to get ready for this race. With us not running road courses very often between the Rogue Energy Cup Series or the Player One Coffee Series, you really got to put in some practice. I personally, like myself, I didn't feel like I got enough practice in before, and I feel like that affected my finishing position yesterday with not being able to get that as much practice as other guys. So definitely practice makes this a lot easier. If you can start, ooh, Z12 gets real. Ooh, he saved it. He saved
There goes
it.
a fiber on the outside.
I was saying,
He's gonna hang on that quarter panel, but that's not gonna work.
Ooh,
The 12's just gonna kick you out. The 12 say, "All right,
Car-
get off the racetrack."
Carter slams the door. Jeff kind of wisely, as you know, an esports
What
winner.
is
Oh,
he doing?
I'm telling you, I know exactly what he's doing. Diesel is adamant
These
that if
Diesel
you hang,
Motorsports guys are, besides Borgish, these other two for that team, they're some oddballs.
Diesel is adamant that if you hang the tires in the grass, it cools them off majorly. So anytime that they've gone over and been through a corner, they've all been dipping their tires into the grass, trying to go and quote unquote cool them down. I did it yesterday. Didn't really see that massive of a tire difference by doing it. All it did was upset the car.
Well, and I would like to make a fun fact here. Well, not a fun fact, just a nice little stat. Neil will catch, if the pace continues, Neil will catch Mini right when the next fuel window opens.
Which, if all of a sudden that happens, maybe Mini does do the undercut. The undercut worked. It
But
obviously,
now that he's the leader, he can't do the undercut, I think, because then you kind of lose it.
it's possible, but if he can go over and maybe save some, so that way maybe with us having this lead, he could try to save a little bit of fuel. And as the 5 goes over and dives it in, and does look like he's gonna get the pass done. Can the 12
crossover?
Oh, can the no? He got loose getting out of the
No,
corner.
he's got
Oh,
him,
he
he's got
still
him.
got it. He still got it. He got loose out
Five's,
there.
he's gonna try to get under his rear again.
Right here. This is where if you're not careful,
Here we go. Here we go.
Right here.
And
Wow, he holds it. Can he stay on track? He can. Wow,
He's gonna-
great racing between these
he's
two.
gonna get to his rear here. He's gonna have a real nice run. Yeah, I see he's trying to break the draft. Here comes the 12. Oh, let's get to the wall. And here he goes.
Let's-
He's gonna go try to dip him in the grass.
Let's see. Can he? Does he?
Also, I think when Diesel wrecked himself, he was in the grass when he did that by dipping them. Just gonna throw that out there.
Well, Diesel's. How many times has Diesel wrecked himself already? So he is slowly starting to catch. Ooh, gets loose. That should. No, man, he is still setting it hard, getting loose all over the place. Still in the back bumper of Jeff, giving the esports winner a run for his money.
He is putting on a show.
These two are going at it, and it's being a
See,
little
that's
bit.
why when
cleaner.
that's why when him and Hayden went against each other, we just couldn't take the camera off.
Ooh, doesn't give the 5 much
Someone's
room.
gonna go around.
But the
Someone's
5
gonna go around in this
the-
battle.
No, I don't think so. I think they're gonna do it.
I
Oh, you
and-
come!
Oh, I called it! I called it!
You did. I didn't expect it to be Jeff. Man, pushed hard.
They were just sending it too hard.
Good,
I mean-
clean racing though. Good, clean battle there between those two.
Now the 5's gonna reel him in, and then we're gonna have this whole.
All right,
fiasco
well,
again.
let's go. I guess this is the perfect time to start going through the field here a little bit while the 5 tries to reel him in. So then we got Borgish, who is falling behind those two, roughly about 10 seconds behind, which then it should be right. Yep, there it is. There's Diesel slowly reeling him in. He's now 3 seconds behind Borgish, so we should have a battle shortly. Don't know how long the battle's going to be, how long they're going to be able to battle, but as you go through the double right-hander coming up to the kink, let's see. This should give us a good idea of how fast Diesel is catching Borgish, because Diesel sends it very hard through there. But it has always been working out for him for the most part. So yeah, he's slowly reeling them in here. Let's stick with this a little bit, because I'd be curious to see how much time he's made up in this lap, as he's had it down to 3 seconds. Let's see if Diesel goes through. You're gonna come down here, probably drop it down a gear. Yep, drop it down to first. Really power it through. Shift up. Start heading up the hill. Whee! It's like a roller coaster, which we all know
is.
Diesel absolutely loves roller coasters.
Neil has now made it within 8 seconds of our race leader.
So he's not making up as much time as I thought he would.
He's making up about 1.5 seconds per lap.
I thought it'd be a lot
Where's
faster
that going to
than
be? That'll be about lap 20. Lap 23. And if I remember correctly, it's right at the edge of fuel. So
it's going to be very, very close. And it looks
He's gonna
like
have to do the undercut here.
actually, let's see, it should update here in a minute. I believe.
Oh,
that-
and the 5 went off track trying to catch the 12. So
Oh,
but he
boy.
somehow is reeling him in anyway.
Of course he is. It's because Jeff's he's just built different. Wow, Diesel really did not make up any ground on Borgish there. He was actually slower.
Diesel's struggling, I think. I think he's in his head.
I think he's pushing too hard. There's the 12 burning up some tires. Burning up tires once again.
There we go.
'Cause,
I think if you're Neil, you have to be kicking
well,
yourself,
look. Well,
right?
Neil only was about a second faster that
He's
lap.
gonna- yeah.
He didn't make up as much room as much ground as I thought he would on that one.
I
so
think you got to do. I mean, with his pace, I think the undercut's so massive for him.
if he's smart about it, that's what he would do. Is he would undercut this one, and try to make it so that way he could make up a lot of time on Mini, potentially get himself into the lead if he was smart about it. We'll wait and see, because he's had the most laps. He's been the fastest guy on track today, so be very curious to see what he does here as we
my
cut
God.
close up the next window. Oh boy, what are you looking at?
I'm watching what you're watching.
Yeah, the
He's
12 is all over the place.
He's trying to find some speed.
He's trying
Man, he's-
anywhere and everywhere to go over and find some. Up there goes.
Oh
this-
my God!
God, I hate
it. Doesn't
this.
work.
It doesn't work. It's the same as when they try to warm up your tires before the
You're
green
actually
flag.
slowing down the car.
You're not doing anything. Oh man, let's see. So he goes off the track here a little bit.
Ew.
Ooh, Jeff made up a ton. Oh, Jeff made up a ton of ground right there on that corner. He must know that he can make up a lot of ground in turn one because he full
Jeff's
sends
a
it
whole
in.
second faster right now.
Yeah,
so.
he is going over and saying, "I'm an esports winner. I am not letting low lung boy beat me in this race."
I don't think Carter can breathe anymore. I think he has a ventilator in the car at all times.
I'm pretty sure he does.
I have his left lung. It's on my desk right here in a box.
Oh!
Oh, they both send it.
Oh, Jeff!
No!
Jeff looped it. Jeff looped it. Damn it!
Jeff, this is not the Pox race. It is a 41 lap race, not whatever you're thinking.
Man, which now has Borgish catching up to him. Look at
God.
look at Borgish, just over here minding his own little piece of cues, just driving his little race. Probably sitting there with a nice little steak and shake in his car. Because boy, do I love me some steak and shake.
Steak and Shake is really good.
The steak and shake is really good. That's
But if
pretty
you can't
baller.
eat all the time, because then you're like, ugh, you feel disgusting. But
well-
like a Steak and Shake once a year,
yeah,
oh.
yeah. I'm with you on that one.
And then you just get a nice giant like, what's your go-to shake when you go?
It's been a while since I've been there, but they had last time I was there was like a really good strawberry banana one.
Oh, Core saved it. Sorry. Strawberry banana. I like a classic Oreo. Sometimes I dabble in the peanut butter realm.
Oh, 19 slow.
Keys.
I think he's got a tire down. He's got a tire down.
Oh, here we go. He's gonna try to limp it.
19 blew
Oh,
a right front.
Hey, how's your cooling
left front.
method working now, Diesel?
Blew a left front. That is we got the wall there too. He is in trouble. Man, the two guys that I really thought were gonna be the guys to really push Neil. Bad strategies. Which
Oh, Five's on pit road.
gonna try the undercut. Oh, he probably
This
also
is a
has some
big
bad tire.
undercut.
He probably also has some bad tires because of.
Oh yeah, what I've realized in the Pox race, I know
Here
times are
comes
about,
the
about
4
2
catch-
seconds slower.
All right,
But, like,
here goes the 19 going up the hill. Here comes the 4.
I did not expect this tire wear, Sparty. I'm gonna be completely honest. I mean, yesterday tire wear was there, but it was pretty manageable. But today, it just seems like if you abuse these fronts, they give out in about 10 laps.
Well, and there's the 5 on pit road too in the 12. So let's go back here and we'll see. Let's go with our leader for a little bit. But because they're pushing these tires and with it being a 2 times wear, yes, it does slightly affect the tires. And that was one of the reasons why personally I was much slower, but I did run the ABS system on my car. I was having so much trouble locking up the tires. And I knew that with that wear, that's going to make it. Ooh, our leader gets off in the dirt there a little
He's
bit.
just putting on a show for the fans. That's
He knew
what
we
he's
were on.
doing.
We knew he knew he was on TV. So, but I noticed that when I didn't have it on, getting into these heavy braking zones, you would lock the tires up, get just a little bit of a lockup, but even just a tiny little bit of that little squeal was massive in the wear. You would flat spot those tires and it would cause issues. So I knew it was just for me. I'd rather ride in the back and not risk blowing out a tire and being in really rough shape. As the 84 is coming to pit road already.
He's undercutting himself.
He's
The
undercutting
5 on fresh
himself.
tires has missed that turn twice now, Sparty. That long, heavy braking zone.
Yeah,
So-
let's see here. Let's see. So the 27
Yeah, but here
staying
comes
out.
Neil.
The 27 staying out. Minnie's gonna do the undercut. So I'll be curious at how if Neil's gonna go out for the full fuel window, or if he's gonna try to go over and
He
undercut.
can make it for about 2 more laps. And so
Let's
he
let's
would-
see if he pushes it for the full 2, or if he's
I
gonna
would.
try.
I would.
I think I think that's the way to go, is to go actually and try to run out the whole fuel window. I do agree with you on that one, Cade.
Yeah, he's going on the Sargento board. It's kind of hard to say. Yeah, this is the turn that keeps getting everyone. Is right here. I'll think of a name for it. All right, we're gonna call it.
Is this? Yeah, I called it the Corvette corner. So I knew
We'll
that
call-
coming. I knew coming up
Yeah,
there that
we'll-
you wanted to be
yeah.
up there up to the Corvette. Potentially, you could shift up to second, then drop it back down into first to make the corner. You went over and you took this quick right hander where you could actually keep your foot in it pretty well. Shift up, drop it down, back down into first. Take the left hander coming into the Johnsonville Speedville zone. That's where the tires always want to grip. You can tell that Neil is now trying to push with a long double right hander. I think that he might come
Fours
in
on
this
pit
lap.
road.
I think that the 27 might come in this lap. As he
Give
comes
himself
down.
well, I don't know, because the 84 just went through the Corvette corner, and now he's about to go to that right-hander that we just talked about. If
But-
I'm Neil, you run it one more. You're faster.
You might just because, but man, the way he's burning up those tires, especially there, maybe you just kind of caught it the one time, but I haven't seen him squeal him yet. But stays within the track, comes down to the right.
I think he's gonna keep that thing held left, and he's gonna go flying up to the front stretch. That's what my pick is. He's gonna go up that hill.
Let's take a look here. This is where we can really tell. Yep, he is. He's going to keep it going. He's going to keep it going. Okay, so he is going to go one more lap. Okay, so there's Mini, our second place car.
Oh
wait,
my God!
we'll wait for
Kyle
everything.
has passed Diesel.
Diesel looks like he's struggling. Maybe he's got some damage.
Maybe, or maybe it's just he's just off today.
Ooh,
Oh,
Carter is either going to actually finish in third place or completely wipe
Or
himself
he's gonna
out.
flip. Or he's gonna flip.
Yeah, we're gonna have a kitty situation. He's gonna flip the car. It's gonna happen. It's only two options for Carter. So
Do you
I'll
have
be
that
really
clip
good-
saved? Do you have that clip saved?
I'm sure we can get it. We
Gotta get that clip permanently saved and maybe upload to the channel so everyone can see what we're talking about. But
I think a short could be made to be put onto the channels.
I think that. And speaking about channels and shorts, go follow the TikTok.
Yes,
posted
definitely follow the TikTok, the Spartan Warrior MSU TikTok account. Carter helps me manage that. I've also uploaded a short to my actual YouTube channel, youtube.com/Spartan Warrior MSU, of my win over at Darlington in the Player One Cup Series, my first league win in 3 years. So you'll want to go over and check that out. Also planning some stuff for the first half of the season with the All-Star race being over. There'll be definitely some video coming out, hopefully next week, if not the week after. So definitely keep an eye out for a video going out on that channel as well.
I was really confused on the times. I was like, man, Carter ran a really slow lap. He pit that lap, so it was really slow for him. He said he's now in fourth place. Your third place is Borgish. Borgish has yet to make the right-hand turn.
I would say it looks like Borgish and Neil
Our last two
and
here.
Kyle have not come in for their second
Oh,
pit
yeah,
stop
Kyle.
yet. So I'll be
That's how
curious.
Kyle got around the 19. That makes more sense.
Let's see if Neil pits this lap. You said he was going to go two more. Let's see if he goes two or if he's going to... Ooh, as he goes over and kind of Tokyo drifts it in. He is going to take the pits. All right, so here we go. This is now we're going to...
So
So-
now we're watching the 84s on the backstretch. This
I would
is
say the-
identical to what happened last time.
84 is just getting through the kink, coming into the hard braking right-hander.
I think if you're Neil, take two.
Neil is...
I don't understand why, like, I don't know. That's just
I-
odd. I would take two.
Well, you got to remember, Cade, they also are having a little bit more of a gripped up setup with this one, with this setup
Yeah,
compared
but
to the Pox
I
one.
haven't seen Neil burn them up.
He did burn him up a couple of times with that, again, right before that
That's
Johnson,
true, that's
the
true,
Johnsonville
that's true.
speed zone corner. It really wants to grab onto the tires there. So let's see here. As Minnie's heading up the hill, this is going to be very interesting because they're only working on the lefts. They're moving over to the rights. Here comes Minnie at the start-finish line. So he's about to pass him. Now, I think Neil's going to make up a little bit of time here because now he's just dropped him. There he goes.
Neil's gonna
That's a
make up
lot.
more
He made up a
time.
lot more time, so he was pushing those 2 laps to get out. So that's gonna really, because Minnie's
Minnie's
just
ran the
now.
fastest lap of the race, by the way. If
Really?
I'm not mistaken. I'll wait for it to upload.
I'm gonna
but
say
I'm
it
pretty
looks
sure
like,
he
it looks
just
like
ran,
the scoring loop's still waiting to be updated for us. But let's see here, because Minnie was 27 seconds. It should update here very shortly. Be curious to see, because Minnie's smart enough to know that he's got to go over and push as hard as he can. Whenever he believes he probably is in the same one where he knows that Neil was going to go 2 laps longer than him, go for the full 10 laps. So let's see, Neil goes over and he catches a little bit of that tire. See, even something as minuscule as that, just that blip of tire smoke can definitely affect your tires if you're not careful. So Minnie looks like he's a couple corners ahead as he hits the Johnsonville speed zone, and here comes Neil. And Neil's probably a good 5 seconds behind. So it was about what?
5, yeah.
I would say so. And he was
About
7.
It was 11 when he first came out of the pits last time.
It was and he was 7 seconds behind Minnie, so he made up about 4 seconds. So I would expect then if things continue, he could
They're
get
gonna
to
be right next to each other.
He could be right next to each other when Minnie comes in for his next pit stop. The question will be: does Minnie go over and extend to try to do undercut again, or does he try to go over and hang with Neil and go to pit roads at the same time this
I'm
time?
Neil, here's what I do. I know I can go longer than Minnie on fuel. If I catch Minnie, I'm gonna wait and then I'm gonna pit right with him.
Yeah, if I'm Minnie, I try to make it. Ooh, a little bit of a hiccup there. If I'm Minnie, I'm going to try to go over and go 1 lap longer than I did before. Obviously, the 2 laps originally got you the nice big huge undercut. With most likely because we're only getting to about halfway through this race right now. I would say as we're on lap 21 right now, so we're at halfway.
Oh, 6.3. It's a 6.3 lead for Minnie right now.
So if it's only 6 seconds, Neil made up about 4. He would be about 2 if they ran very similar to last time. As you can even see, Minnie here is within view for Neil. I might not do the massive undercut like I did last time if I'm Minnie, potentially.
I don't think it's gonna work.
I don't think it's gonna work. Let's see here.
I mean, right now we still have at least 2 more stops. I think.
Let's see. I think the 2 did already do his pit stop because now it looks like Carter is back up to 3rd. Yes, Carter is up to 3rd. Jeff now back up to 4th. Borgish is now down into 5th place here, followed by Kyle in 6th. And Diesel trying to catch him. He's about 3 seconds back, sitting in 8th or in 7th. And those are our 7 runners still within the race. So be curious to see.
Carter's on 3rd on merit right now.
Carter, this is a little bit shocking. He did not do a terrible job at the Daytona road course. Just had some incidents here and there where got into some tire barriers, things along those lines. So if Carter could just stop doing that, maybe he could be able to hold off, get himself a 3rd place finish here on very, very little to no practice, which is extremely impressive.
I mean, if he goes
Carter
off though, then the 5 will be right back, and then then we'll have that whole fiasco again.
I would say if he goes over and has an incident, which is where right now he is really pushing hard, and I'm very curious to see if in the long run how this works out for Carter.
Oh, sorry, I thought he was gonna go off. I honestly thought he was about to go off. I apologize.
Typical Cade L.
You know what? Typical. Yeah, you're right. It is.
You can't got nothing on that one.
I can't.
Let's see here as they come back around the corner. This should
Someone's
update
gonna
here.
clip that wall, and we're gonna see a car go flying across.
I don't know, man. These guys are holding a pretty steady wheel. I'm pretty impressed.
They're just getting really close to that wall. I mean,
oh, they're pushing it. I mean, yeah, there you go. Neil knocked off quite literally 1 second because Minnie ran a 2.7977. Neil ran a 2.6997. So he knocked off literally a second off of that time. So in that case, man, if he's gonna knock off a second off of each one of these laps, maybe right when they go to pit road, Neil's gonna get around him. But so if Mini,
There
if that
you see
happens,
him. That's the
if-
first time we've ever seen Neil within view distance.
If that happens, I would expect Mindy to run another undercut. Looks like there's a little bit of a distance there between Carter and Jeff. Hi, truck.
Holy crap! Neil ran a 2:06.
Yes, 206.997. So
Jesus Christ.
he's pushing as hard as he can to catch up to Minnie. So hi, truck again. So here's Diesel. Oh, where's? Oh, there he is. I was like, where'd the 4 go?
He's here. I've been watching.
I
him.
was say, okay. Just wanted to make sure all of a sudden he didn't disappear. Get cut for the truck and got messed up there, but
I think Neil's gonna catch him before the next stops here. We're gonna have a real interesting end of this. I think we're gonna have a real interesting end of the race. I know we still have 2 more stops, but I think we're gonna get like a. I think we're gonna get a classic finishers party. I just got a weird feeling about it today.
do you know?
Yeah, and what I don't have a good feeling about is there's 12. He keeps just he's on the edge. He also
Of
keeps
glory.
dipping the tires in the grass a little.
I mean, maybe it works. Maybe it works. I don't
doesn't.
know.
It doesn't.
I don't think so, but call me crazy. I mean, I finished the worst out of the finishers in the Pox race, so who knows? But right now, if he's smart, when you get to this point, you don't have to worry about somebody else. You're just gonna run your own race, chill. Don't push it too hard. Just hit your marks. That's all you need to do at this point. Just hit your marks.
And I think, and back to like the leader situation here, Neil's caught him. Like he's getting there, and I think, honestly, if you're the 27, you got to push as hard as you can. You got fresher tires, and fill up that mirror of the 84. Force the 84 into overdriving, being worried about the guy behind him. Because I know in his mini he doesn't make mistakes, but we've seen this time and time today where if there's a car within any like mirror distance, you look up and you're like, oh, and then you barely overshoot the corner. That costs you about 3 to
Race
5
control.
tenths, even
This
up
is,
to a second.
Your boy down
So,
here on.
That would be my
track.
strategy if I'm Neil.
We
I
are
knock
as
at the
bored
pace,
as
just
you are.
try to force the leader into an error while you drive your best laps.
Sorry,
This is the boringest shit in the world.
we're getting some messages from race control. We're
My tires blow on me, and then I tried to
We're-
hit
a solo
Kyle.
hit.
we're getting some information from
We're all
race control.
begging for caution, so please keep your eyes
Oh.
peeled. It's so boring.
And
Did that work?
Carter ran his fastest lap of the race, everybody. Holy crap, Carter is flying.
Okay.
There's
I-
12 cars
I-
flying through the field here.
you-
Crap.
you might
we
get-
have the camera on the
You,
27.
I know because we were getting some information from race control that apparently, quote unquote, from all the drivers in the call, this race is boring. So
well,
they,
maybe, you know, welcome to road racing.
I told the 19 driver of the 19, hey, if you want a caution, all you got to do is just spin out in front of somebody and cause a massive pileup. And he said, all right, on it. So definitely
Well,
keep
if
an
he
eye on
does
the
that,
19. Definitely keep an eye on the 19 to see if he just does something silly. As also, by the way, thank you, Trevor, for the 35-month resub. Very much appreciate it.
Neil's coming.
Much
He is
appreciated.
flying.
Neil is flying. Let's see here. So there's Minnie, and there's Neil in the background. He is reeling him in. After going over and listening to race control there, looks like it is down to about a 4-second lead. So definitely getting close.
If Diesel does that, yes, it'll be entertaining, but I don't know what the
I highly doubt it's actually gonna
I
happen.
don't know what the penalty would be for that, but hopefully we don't have to cross that realm.
And really quick from the chat, how's it going, Alex? It's going very great, Trevor. How about yourself? Just sitting here calling the races. Ooh, 84 gets a little bit loose going out of the corner.
See, look at the difference. Look how smooth the 27 is. He's treating her nice. You know, it's what you told me about a race car. Remember about a year ago, you said you gotta treat her nice, Kate. You gotta just really move her correctly.
Oh,
Minnie's being a little rough.
We've also now got another communication over the radio from the number 4 car. Hence why we cut to him. I suck. So,
Well, at least what did I say about the 4? He always admits when he's in the wrong. Can't hate it. Can't hate an honest man.
no, you can't.
I think the highest food finisher right now is gonna be Borgish. So, point to Steak and Shake.
All right,
Yeah.
you know,
If Chick-fil-A was open on Sundays, I think they would be much better. They'd bring much faster race cars.
hey, go over. If Steak and Shake does go over and finish higher than Chick-fil-A, totally go into Steak and Shake. Go over and say that because it happened in the Rogue Energy Cup Series on Twitch and YouTube, that you can definitely go over and get yourself a free shake. Not lying about that at all. Totally true statement.
I actually did it about a day ago. I did it yesterday.
Yep, see, works. And not too bad, just pushing through
It's
life
because
like
it's
normal.
rigged. It's rigged. I already showed them the finishing order, so they said, "Okay, yeah, that happened."
Just do a little bit of the chat reading there, but yeah, myself is included. We're just pushing through, just sitting here trying to keep things entertaining, and life's been crazy, but we got some racing, so going pretty well. So glad things aren't terrible.
How did the something happened with the 12? By the way, he's now in 4th.
Oh yeah, cut the truck. Stop looking at the truck. I don't care about the truck.
Thank you to Chevy. Thank you, Chevy. Thank you,
Uh,
Chevy. Thank you, Chevy.
Where's he at? No, I think he's in last
How is he in last?
because we're
We
at
have to go
Minnie,
back and find
Cotton
this.
Neal,
We have to
Jeff,
go
Truck,
back and find this.
Borgish, Kyle, Diesel, Carter. Carter's in last. How
We
did
gotta
Carter?
go find-
How did Carter get to
Okay.
last?
Oh,
Carter's in last now. How did he go from 3rd to last? What?
oh, he had multiple.
Oh, he
he
pit
pit.
it. He pit it.
He
What
pit.
what? Oh my God! Diesel tried to get himself his caution. I shit you not. Diesel tried to get. Oh wait, no.
Did he really try it?
I don't know. Let's see here.
That makes more sense why the 12 was on.
Let's see here. Oh nope, he just looped it.
Nope. He just had a skillet shoe.
He just looped it. Okay, got it. All right, so Diesel didn't try it. He just skills. All right, so there's there's our gap between them. Wow, like talk about. But that pushing out on your out lap, you've got to be perfect on your out laps because that's where if you're going to do.
Minnie's gonna take the right hand turn to pit road.
All right, so Neil goes. Does
God
it?
damn it. They're gonna do this whole fiasco for the whole race.
We're doing it again. Oh my God! It shows you
Five's
how
off
different.
track.
Of course he is. Hi, truck.
And...
Yeah, he's going through the kink. He's all right. He's fine.
No, he was off track
Hi,
earlier.
hi truck.
Off track.
This is gonna be the new. It's just gonna be the new thing. Apparently, I got to sit here and look at my beautiful truck. All right, let's go. See back to
Is
back
that
to
a Chevy
Minnie.
on pit road?
We
There's
got
a Chevy facing the field.
we got a double Chevy. Let's go, boys. As the 84 goes over against, ooh, kind of real. Not trying to warm the tires. Being, oh,
Is the 84 have a pit crew? Like you see all the boxes? How there's all a guy? Where's his guy?
it's right there. That's not the purple one.
Oh, okay. The 5 is now down pit road.
I'm wondering, the 84 took it really easy getting off of pit road there, not to squeal the tires. Could he be trying to now go? Maybe one more stop. I bet she's gonna try to go one more stop. Call it good.
The 12 has now gone back around the 19. I don't know what this race has been. This race is. Oh my god!
Oh my god! They're all over.
He's making his owner proud. He's showing him how he can cool the tires.
Holy cow! They're all
Diesel's
over the
gonna
place.
Diesel's hanging a right into pit road here, but
There's.
and there goes Kyle.
Let's see really quick. Let's see if we can do it. High truck. All right, so there we're back to we're back to Kyle. So we got Kyle on the pits. We've got Diesel in the pits. Carter staying out, but Carter just pitted himself. So the 5's now catching Carter.
I'm telling you, Diesel
after
just
getting out of
must
the
have a
pits.
pit road speed button queued because he just stays the same speed the entire time.
Nah, he's probably at this point just sending it. He's probably like, I 0 F's given. I'm done. So there goes the 2, the 84, and where he's.
Oh, the 12 got around the 5.
Oh, because
Holy
the 5
crap.
was in the pits. Five was in the-
Right. Well, I would like to point out the
Tie
5
track.
and 12 are now near each other again.
So here comes the. So the 19's now a lap down.
Wow.
Talk about a flip. He was racing for the win yesterday. Now goes a lap down today. Here, I'm going to say something really quick. Here, we can always go over and quickly do an in-race.
Should we pull someone in?
I'll do a really quick one with race control. Broadcast it. Let's see here. Let's flip it over and unmute this. Hey Diesel. I'll figure out I can do an in-race interview this way since you're really bored. You got me?
Yep. Yeah, I'm bored as fuck.
Well, since you're bored as fuck, you can just give me a little quick interview without Cade here.
Okay, well,
so-
make sure you get on that in-car for the interview.
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? Okay, now I got in car and everything. All right, so you've struggled today. You're after battling for the win yesterday. You're now struggling a little bit today. What's then the difference between yesterday and today?
Well, earlier on in the race, Kyle was I was right behind Kyle, and he broke really early in turn 1, and I broke like at a normal area, and I was either gonna rail him into one or wreck myself, and so I chose wreck myself. Got stuck in the sand, so that slowed me down. Then I had a flat tire randomly. It's weird because you cross the start finish line and your tire will be like decently yellow but still have a lot of life left, and then halfway around the track it's red, about to blow. Not even just red, like ready to blow. So you have to predict that. Yeah, I mean, I really haven't had there's been mistakes. I had one of them blew and I nailed the wall. I don't know if you got to look at that, but
we
that
did
happen.
We definitely saw you blow as obviously we're talking to you, so you're probably losing a little concentration here, but we definitely watched a little bit of that. We did see where Kyle braked a little bit sooner maybe than you were thinking, and you grabbed the brake to not run him over. Turns out, really, I guess it didn't really affect his race because he sucked today too.
But
But you should have hit him. We could have gave you your caution you were looking for.
honestly,
But do you think maybe just with the new setup a little bit different from yesterday to today, with maybe a little more gripped up, maybe that's what's going over and causing you guys to, like in situations like that or the Johnsonville speed zone, you guys really kind of grab the tires and cause a lot more wear?
I don't know. It's just it feels a little looser than yesterday. Obviously, it's a different car, but the setup's a lot looser because the god himself, Aaron Hall of Rex, he demanded the setup was too tight, and so the setup was changed for him.
And he didn't even race today.
Didn't even race today. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just the faster cars. We have more horsepower in these than the box cars. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I haven't had too bad of a day. Like, the lack of cautions are awful. Like, we're gonna have to do something about this next year. Whether that's like one stage break right in the middle or something, because it is just like a snooze fest out here.
Maybe you should just get good.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But it's pretty boring out. We're all screaming for a caution.
Well,
Maybe I'll be it. I don't know.
I would say, I mean, there's not been really any reason to throw one, so we just haven't. I mean, you guys have all just kind of stayed it together in every racing situation. You guys have just done a good job of not running over each other.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, we'll go over unless Katie Poo over here has something to say to you. I'll let you go over and reconcentrate and kind of just drive the rest of these laps since it looks like you guys got roughly about 12 to go.
Yep.
All right, Dippy, you got anything to say to him?
No.
All right, Kate has nothing to say to you.
And
All
many
right.
words.
All right, we'll let you
See later,
go.
Sparty.
Yep, have fun. Hopefully your next pit stop will make something better.
Probably won't have much fun, but
I mean, I would like
have
to
something.
point out that
Well, hopefully maybe something will come up. You never know.
he's saying lack of cautions, but yesterday we complained about how many cautions there was. So they're race car drivers, so they're always gonna want something that's better for them anyway. And I mean, it's road racing. While we were during this interview, the 12 and 5 were racing, and the 5 went around. I don't know if the 12 got into him, but he went around and then went around again in back-to-back corners, and the 12 drove away clean. So a little bit of shake-up there. Yeah, the interview with Diesel was pretty informative, but
The 84
was
is fast,
just-
Neil.
oh my God, do we think Neil went on pit road?
It's my only guess. Is at one point Mini was third. I think we missed pit stops.
Oh, we did.
We
He
did
pit.
miss.
He
Okay,
pit. He
yes,
did.
yes,
He
I
did.
do see. I do see that he's now down to 3. So it looks like
This
maybe
is-
Mini went for the undercut again. But now here's the question:
Neil's close.
did Mini? So
That's the
so
closest
wait no.
Neil's
So
been.
I think so. Mini is already pitted. I think it's gonna update in that Neil is now pitted his 3rd time. And maybe
Also,
now, yeah, that's my guess. Is now
yeah.
Neil's got his 3rd pit stop. It should update the next time, but yeah, he's very close. So the question's going to be: is Mini gonna sit here and try to go all the way to the end? Which I don't think he can do, but you got to ask the questions.
Yeah.
Or is he gonna have to undercut one more time and hope that it is as powerful as his first one, where he might be able to get himself out ahead of everybody else?
You know, that is a great question, but I got faith in Neil. 84 got really wide there. That's a lot of
Yeah,
speed lost.
Yeah, he did.
Neil's gonna get there before even having to stay out.
Yeah,
We only got 11 laps remaining, Sparty.
I think
Oh,
unless,
this is gonna be close.
I think the 84 is gonna have to hold for one more really strong undercut, and that's all he's gonna be able to do at this point. That's all I can think is he's gonna have to do it that way.
Borges gone
Unfortunately,
progressively faster, by the way. He's now down in the 209s. So
Borges is just having a nice, clean, quiet race. You know, hi truck.
unlike that guy right there.
This guy's been all over the road, and he's been one of the guys that, I mean, look at him. He's just randomly out here in the front. Let me guess. Tires in the grass? No, not this time. No tires in the grass this time.
Oh, he kind of did it, but not. I think it's more of a racing thing he did there.
Let's see. Ooh, nice, running pretty clean laps there. Let's see if Jeff can go over and get around him. I mean, Jeff's over here trying to catch back up to him.
Sitting it.
Obviously, Jeff's going to sit there and try to get himself on the podium. You know, again, an NASCAR sports race winner, he doesn't want to go over and get beat by no lung boy. That's going to be a tarnish on his.
Especially, no lung boy didn't even race yesterday.
I'm pretty sure if all of a sudden, oh,
Oh my God. Oh, here we go. They're gonna be right next to each other.
and now Jeff's going to push it because he's going to see that. Jesus, these two have been something today. Oh my goodness.
They're just best friends on the racetrack.
I guess so. Like, all I'm going to say is if Jeff doesn't go over and beat Carter, I think we need to change his server name from Pro Esports Gamer to Washed Esports Gamer. That's all I'm going to say.
And then that rate, you're not retired by Jeff anymore.
I'll come out of retirement if Jeff loses to Carter. That'll give Jeff the motivation.
That's a big story. That's a big story right there. Tell you about a big story. The 27 he's reeling him in slowly. He's gonna have to. If I'm the 27, you gotta go.
Oh Oh yeah, he's not going to hold anything back here at this point. With where he's at, he's right now the only one I think that could potentially, if he does it correctly, he might be able to go to the end. Because he's smart enough that he could get to situations where maybe he pulls the clutch in, saves a little fuel here and there, does the little things to save his tires long enough. He could potentially make it to the end. Oh, as he goes off, well off
Oh
there.
my God.
Big mess up there. A big mistake by Neil there. That's something you don't really see out of him. Ooh, and a really big skid there. So, this is definitely a situation where I could see him trying to do that, though. I could see him being like, I could pull this off. So definitely something to watch there to see if he has to come back in one more time. And maybe even if he does, maybe he splits the pit window and just gets it all the way. He's done. He's out, and we move on from there. So definitely gonna be something
it is
interesting
10 laps
to see.
of fuel to the end, so it will be 10 when it crosses the line.
And we looks like we're at about 11 to go. Coming to the line, we're about 10 to go.
So could you see him? He would cross the start-finish line, as the 5 and the 12 have both gone off track, and now the 5 has gone through the grass.
These two.
This is a real fun battle.
This is definitely going to be, as we sit here and continue to keep talking about it. But they're coming up to 10 to go right now. So I think the 84 has to come back in. The 84 I could see coming back in the next roughly 2 to 3 laps. I could see him coming in and doing it early and getting it out of the way. But Neil could potentially go the rest of the way if he does it correctly. It'd be tough. If not, I would almost come in when the 84 comes in. I'd let him not come in. I would not let him undercut me.
That's why I would push as hard as possible to get up to him. So then if he tries an undercut, you just do it with him.
Yeah, if I'm Neil,
make it on fuel.
You're basically from as the 84's. Oh, the 84's off.
Oh my God!
The 84's off. Back-to-back mistakes from our two front runners.
Well,
the 84 is going over and just kind of. Well, now.
I don't really know what's gonna happen. I'm completely honest.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There. Okay, Mickey Mouse. Yeah, now that changes things up a little bit because now
Oh my God.
the 84 is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me guess. These two. Yeah.
Carter tried to break the draft and went fully in the grass to break it. That's a new one. That's a new tactic I have seen.
Of course he did. 5.
Thank you, Michelin Man, for that polite gesture. He's showing that they're the #1 tire company.
Yes, that's exactly what he's doing.
That's what he's doing.
I'm thinking at this point what's going on is Jeff's gonna Jeff got motivated. He heard what I said. He heard it through the ethos that
He's shaking now.
I think he's more just kind of the car's a little cold. He's just a little cold out there, It's cold up here in the northwest right now.
It is. But all right, well, while we keep this battle, I'm gonna watch this 84 here.
Midwest, whatever you want to. Oh,
and the 84 stays out. So
I think the 84 is gonna sit there and push it
to the limit.
To the limit now at this point. I think that's unfortunately just what he's gonna have to do. It's the 5s reeled in the 12.
Oh, there go. Here we go.
This is
now. I will say, every single time the 5 has gone to the 12, the 5 has somehow gone around. So,
but we're getting a point in the race where maybe he's just gonna be like,
get out the way.
Yeah.
Here we go.
As Luda once said, "Move, bitch, get out the way."
He's got a run on him.
Ooh, gets a little bit loose
Drifted
though.
a little, but it's still holding speed.
Not far off. Might be able to go over. Get it woed up.
Oh,
He's
here we go.
Right there. He's gonna be pushing him. This is where I see Carter making the mistake. Not here, but in the final turn.
Ooh, he's gonna look to the inside. He's set up for a crossover right here.
Yep. He's gonna set up. He's gonna have the preferred line.
He's gonna try to dig under him. Oh, he got a lot of the curb. It's gonna work out.
Oh, boo! Boo! No long boy, you suck. You have a good battle and you pit, loser.
Dang it. Oh,
What
wait,
a
there's a good battle on
loser.
track, actually.
I saw this one. Yeah, looks like Kyle is
Somehow
by
Kyle,
Borges.
somehow Kyle and Borges are running similar lap times. If you told me that at the beginning of the race, I would have.
Let's see. And there's just
Borges is faster! Borges is faster!
Of course he is. Let's see here. So there's Neil. There's Minnie. All right, let's see here. Can he get? Let's see as we're getting ready to come up onto the pit road entrance area. Here in a minute. Let's see if the 84 dips in because we're coming to about 8 to go here. So it's within the pit window, and obviously he looped the car around, and so his tires are going to be a little bit warmed
to
up.
the end.
I don't think so, yo. I don't think so. I think he's going to pit one more time. 84. Yep, I thought so. All right, so the
now if
84
you're Neil, now if you're Neil,
all out.
do the two
All
tires.
out. All out. Ooh,
Here's what I
Mini.
call. Here,
Ooh, Mini came in real hot. Real
Whoa.
hot. That might
this
be
might change now, but
he might have spid. He might
if
have
I'm crew chiefing the 27, I call two right side tires here,
Of course you do. You've been hoping somebody has pulled the right side all day.
or the left side, either or whatever side we think he's abused more. We're gonna pull it off and put the new set on there, because you gotta get the time. You gotta make up the time that you're gonna lose to this, because when he comes in, every single time he's made up more time, but he's been about 7 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Neil's gonna be about 2 seconds now, 1 second if this trend continues, right? I don't know if that's with not much time left in the race. I don't know if that's like enough time. You got to make the call to win the race. I mean, you know you have the speed. Put it in your driver's hands. Give him the call to get him to contend with his undercut.
Maybe. Let's see here. So that puts Mini back out now. So let's see. So we're up to Neil.
5's on the pit road.
Okay.
Oh, good. The 12 and
Hi, truck.
19 I found each other on this track.
There
And the
goes the
19 almost hit the wall.
Well, I guess watch to make sure the 19 doesn't go for go. F it. Time for caution, boys.
Yeah, if I see him full throttle and then throw the caution himself, there will be a lot of unhappy fans. But the 19 camp will be pretty happy.
Well, I'm sure he will be. So let's see here. So Mini is
I think
only.
Neil's gonna run. Neil's gonna do what he does. He's gonna run it out. Mini's gonna make up all the time, and then we're
So,
gonna be back into the same situation.
Mini is only just now getting to the the Johnsonville Speedville zone, and Neil is coming up to the final turn before heading up. That is a huge gap.
Pit road is busy right now, by the way. 3 cars.
And here comes the 27. He's coming in now.
84 is gonna. All right, now here to. If
But
he
this
does
is
four,
look how big this gap is. Mini is just getting to the kink.
If
He's
he does four,
just.
this is gonna be close. This is
I
gonna be
think
close.
I think Neil's gonna get out in front of him. Hi truck.
But I don't know. We saw this happen. Mini turn on the burners here. He's entering this.
So
shark here,
Neil
right-hander.
Neil was gonna turn in, but then doesn't. Comes out here.
Mini's through the left-hander. And here, Mini is now entering the final right-hander here.
I think they're gonna come out right next to each other. I think they're gonna because Neil is getting surface on the left.
Oh my God!
It's been dropped. Neil's going.
He
He's
does
getting all
four.
four. He's getting all four. Here comes
he's
Mini up the
gonna
hill. He's
And
coming
here
up the
he
hill.
comes.
And here he
off
comes.
pit road.
Off pit road. Here comes Mini. Start finish line.
Oh my God! They're gonna be side by side. Mini's gonna have the momentum.
But Neil's gonna have the spot. And Neil's gonna cover. Neil's gonna cover.
Neo did it.
Neil covered.
And
He
now the
pushed.
chase is on, but
there
Neil
seems to
has
be
made
some funky
mistakes here
stuff
now.
with pit road and speeds. Sometimes
Here
it
we
calls
go. The
blacks,
84 is
and
gonna have to
sometimes it
push
doesn't, even though we don't
Like,
speed
it's
down
no
the
one's
pit lane.
business if he wants to put up a fight now. The 2 and the 4 are
Hence
trying to
the
wreck
clear.
each other.
Apparently, pit road speed has been very awkward today. Apparently, guys were driving below speed limits and getting penalties, and guys were pushing right to the limit and not getting penalties. So definitely an interesting situation. They
Wow.
apparently they said to keep note of that with race control, as they have had awkward pit road speed penalties that having to be cleared.
Oh, and Mini's off to the course.
Mini's gonna have to push as hard as he can. At this point now, it's what can Mini do with because they're going to be coming back to 6 to go here in a minute. That's still a really it's 6 to go, right?
It's
Yeah.
7 to go. It'll be 7. Sorry. Yeah.
It
six.
said coming
Two
to
cars
6
around on the racetrack. He still has yet to get going.
Borg,
He's
yep,
going now.
He's going. He's going. No
He
caution.
got lucky because look, with the 19 just entered the corner, and if he saw that,
Oh, he'd have ran into him.
he would have been a little trigger happy.
I think he'd have ran into him. I think he would have ran into him.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, Borg is off again.
Sparty, were you gonna have our first caution-free race in Rex history?
Don't you jinx it.
Because I don't think we had it at the road course.
No, I believe we might have. I'm not sure.
I think it was one. I think it
We'd
was
have to go back and look at the statistics. So it's possibly the second one is. Oh my God, these two again. It's always these two.
And Carter's gonna be pushing like it's.
No. Oh yeah, he's pushing like his life depends on it. Like if he gets third place, he gets that new lung. That's how hard Carter's gonna be pushing. And well, it's working out great for him.
I'm watching Mini. I think Neil's pulling away.
Yeah, this is going to be really difficult for once it loads up here in a minute. It should have a new a new 2.5 seconds time difference.
I believe in Mini. I believe in him.
I think he might be able to hang.
Guess who they're gonna catch here in a little bit?
Oh, of course
They're
they
gonna
are.
catch this 19 car and 2 car.
Of course they are. Yep, there they are.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh
no! Oh boy! Does he get out of the way?
He's not gonna get out of the way. He's got laps to defend.
Is he? I don't know.
I don't like this.
Oh no!
There goes our no, because that's gonna slow up Neil, and then them two are gonna get side by side. There's so much time left in this race.
We're at 6 to go. It's gonna be 5 to go when we get back to the line. But these are
But
4 mile.
That's about 11 to 12 more minutes.
I'm gonna say these are a little over 2 minute laps, and it's gonna be we got about 10 minutes worth of racing still to go. 11 minutes of racing still to go. You gotta still concentrate.
He's catching Diesel.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
In Rex there is no blue flags.
It's just common courtesy. It's just, hey, are you gonna be?
There is no blue flags, and we'll be curious to see as Neil is definitely used to some other leagues, what he'll think of potentially getting ran hard by a back marker.
I think he'll like it better than this previous league that he ran in for a road course. But lap time, 2:07. Oh my God, Mini ran a slightly faster lap. He matched lap times identically.
Good.
Oh my God, the 5 and 12 are right into each other. Oh, the 12's gonna cut the course. He's gonna get under side by side.
He cut the course.
He kind of just drove under the curb and just kind of sent it through the grass and it's stuck. They're gonna get side by side here.
Yeah. Don't know how I feel about that.
That was crazy. Diesel is so slow.
Yeah, they didn't make up that much time. He's still pushing a little bit. He's pushing a little bit. Mini's just sticking. He's stuck 2.5 seconds. They're running identical lap times. I mean, literally, it was off by 0.003 seconds. Oh, Mini went way in the grass there though.
No, that's definitely gonna be different.
Yep.
Well, Mini better be he better be messaging Diesel over there and say, hey you.
Hey, help me. Oh my God. Oh, they're like, oh, there's Carter. I'm gonna cool off my tires.
The fight's following him with it though.
Oh well, he's just covering them off. Apparently, maybe they.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen a tire blowout from them.
I've now heard it over the radio from a driver. Kyle said, "Do it, Diesel." Ooh, big lock up there from the 12.
How is Kyle? Is Kyle racing and texting?
He is texting and driving, which you shouldn't be doing, Kyle. But he said, "Come on the track." I really,
by come on
you know, I think he means exactly what you think he means. No, do not do that on the track. Nobody wants to clean
They're
that
within
up.
straightaway length of each other now.
Mm-hmm.
And look, ready.
They're coming
There
back to
he
4.
is.
There's 4 to go.
Diesel's entering turn 1 right now, taking the heavy right-hander.
There's Diesel
And
with
there's-
Borgish and oh, you can't see him yet. Oh, you can't. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
There
Oh,
he
he's
is. There-
catching him.
No, that's about where they were at last time. I think they're running. Let's see. So let's look at the last lap times. Is Neil ran a 2:79
about a
and
second
Diesel
faster.
ran a 2:89.
Oh my God, the 5
about
and
a
12
second.
found each other again. And the 12 is on the back bumper of the 5. The 5 hops on the curb. The 12's going to look to the inside. He's going to fake it now. Going to tuck back inside. Sorry, back
Oh.
behind him.
Okay, we are
Oh,
watching live.
Lord.
Okay. Oh boy, these two. If they don't wreck, this is going to be super impressive by them both, and they get driver of the day. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, but we've seen this move. The 12's going to...
Oh, the 12's
Go.
going to push as hard as he can. Ooh, 5 sending it. Gets a little bit loose. Ooh,
Ooh, he's going to duck to the inside. He's going to overshoot it. It gets it to stick.
he got it
What
to
a
stick.
send. Oh, here
Oh
we go.
my God, he got
Here we go. There we go. Oh, they're both in the grass.
My God.
Cooling
Oh
off the tires.
no, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh,
He's going to block him.
Carter's getting sent. Carter's getting sent. How did he not get sent there?
I don't know. Diesel was asking for a caution, and we honestly might get one with these two.
It might happen with these two. Oh, look from that angle, like he locked up. He didn't lock up. Okay. These two.
I would like to
killing
point out
me.
that Diesel is catching his teammate in front of the leaders.
Which means he's racing for position, which means he doesn't have to get out of the way.
This is
Oh
actually
my God.
it's kind of really cool to see, like, the leaders are catching people. It's like it's kind of realistic.
Oh,
And he did it again.
No, the 5 goes around. Oh no, he's gonna. Oh, he's beached. Is he beached?
Oh my God.
Oh, he took a toe.
Oh my God.
He took a toe.
He could have waited and prayed Diesel saw it, and Diesel would have been like, oh yeah.
Oh, he took a
Oh
toe.
no, I'm so Sparty. He's gonna catch Borgish, try to race him, and that's just gonna let the 20.
no.
Oh no! And the
we're 1 point.
force.
He made up like a second. He made up like a second. He's down to a 1.3.
Oh my God! And here comes the 19. He's gonna try to pass the 2. Just keep it on this camera, and we can see everything that's happening.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Screw
oh
the 12. No one cares about you.
Oh
he's side
no,
by
it's over.
side.
It's over now.
Oh,
The 5
no.
got towed. I don't care about that
Oh,
anymore.
no. Here we go. He's gonna set the crossover to the inside. These are teammates, but they don't look like it. Oh, they're
Oh
man.
man. Oh man.
The
Look at where
leaders are
look at
there.
where Minnie is. He's on him.
Oh my God!
He's on him.
Oh,
Oh,
Borgish
there
is
goes the
off track.
Borgish. There goes Borgish.
Borgish is stuck. Oh my God! Oh no! And Diesel's right in front of the leaders here.
Oh
I
no.
mean, right in front.
Oh no. He's gonna block. He's gonna block.
Oh no! Oh no! Here comes
Oh
Minnie.
no. Here's Minnie. He's there.
We're coming to 2 to
He's
go.
there. He's there.
We're coming to 2 to go.
There's
This
dirty
is what I
air.
said, Sparty. We're gonna get a classic. We're gonna get a Road America Classic. I don't want to hear this bull crap of, oh, we need cautions. This race is boring. This is exciting.
He's there.
You
They get
shitter,
by him.
Diesel.
They get by him. They get by him. Minnie's there. He has the better line.
he's there.
He's on his
There.
bumper.
Does he apply the bumper? Does he apply the bumper?
Oh, he's there.
I can't believe it. What a lap time by Minnie. Minnie ran a 6.958
Oh
that last time
my
around.
goodness. This is it. We're coming to 2 to go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, here we go.
Can Minnie get around
it's
the
a car
road course
link.
ringer? Nobody
It's a
has
car
beaten
link.
Neil since he's shown
Neil's
up.
slower. Neil's slower.
What is it this time? What was it?
About a second.
About a second. He made up a second. He's got it in there. Oh man.
Just a little fun fact. The 5 is still on pit road.
I think he might have money shifted. I think he
Oh my
money
God.
shifted. I think it blocked up, and that's why he had to go to pit road. Yeah.
Oh,
Min-
here we go. He's there though.
I
You got
pulled
to
it-
you
he
got to
pulled
do
it.
something to get to his bumper.
He's gonna have to send it in a little. I mean, at a certain corner.
Neil's made mistakes here though. In this
Neil
half-
has
in this
made
half of the
mistakes.
corner.
This is where Minnie's gone over. He's
got a
made
better
a mistake
launch.
here. This is going to be really interesting as we're going to be coming back. It says we're on the white flag lap. We are not, ladies and gentlemen. We are off by 1 lap. So we are on the preemptive white flag lap. I can't say that word for some reason.
Preemptive?
Yeah, that was the word I was going for.
He caught him.
But he's
Do you think
just
the dirty
he's
air played a
off. I
factor?
think it did, and I think Neil maybe taking a little bit cautious.
Do you think Minnie was praying that Diesel maybe stayed in front of them longer?
I'm sure he probably did.
Minnie's gonna have to do a send here though. You're gonna
Say,
need
well,
something.
Neil did get a
That
little
was
bit
a
loose.
good run there.
But
That
Minnie
was
got
a-
loose on the exit.
But he made it. Look at the run he's gonna get here though.
Let's see how late is Minnie gonna get on the brakes.
Oh, he's really late.
Really
And it
late.
sticks.
And it sticks.
Oh,
He's obviously much better on that spot. That's where he caught him last time. So that corner,
Oh,
Minnie's
here we
much
go.
better. All right, here we go. Here we go.
White flag lap.
White flag lap. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Next flag ends the race.
Are
As
we
Mike
go-
Joy
are
would
we-
say. Oh, he's gonna have the draft down the front stretch too. Here he comes.
Here we go. White flag.
It's a similar
This is
gap.
it. This is it.
They ran identical lap times here, Sparty. It's gonna take a mistake out of one of them to really.
Neil
Decide the
Neil
winner.
has not had pressure like this in the Rogue Energy Cup
Oh,
Series
the 84
yet.
had a really good first corner. 84's gonna have to drive in deep. He's eventually just gonna have to drive in
He's
deeper.
driving it. He's driving it. It's just a situation of can he get over? He's gonna have to be right there when they get to the what would it be one of the last right hands before the final corner.
Yeah.
When
That's
he's
his
gonna have
best
to be.
part.
That's his best corner. He's
This
gonna
is
have
Neil's
to be
best
there.
corner. This is Neil's best portion of the track here. Oh, but Nitty.
Oh,
Oh, he locks him up.
Oh, but Minnie goes a little bit off.
Oh, here we go. But I think
That put
does
a
Neil
gap.
Take it a little easier.
That put a gap though. That put a little bit of a gap. That's not what Minnie needed. Minnie's been going off here. This is probably one of Minnie's hardest corners right here.
Oh, he's gonna get really into the corner. Oh, the 27 spins the tires.
Spun his tires a little bit. Minnie gets a good launch.
Minnie's hugging that bottom.
He's
really,
right
really
on
tight
it there. Neil's gonna have
Minnie's
a
gonna
really
have to
good
take a
launch.
send.
I would
It's
say
gonna
Neil's
have to take a big send here because that's Neil's first.
All right, here they go.
Portion is
They
better
come to the kink.
for the final time.
This is Minnie's corner.
Minnie's
Coming
gonna
up.
have to do a send here.
He's too far back. He's not there. He doesn't have enough space. There's just too much space.
Here he goes.
He's gonna get back up there, but man, just
Oh,
if he could have.
It's gonna set up a final corner for Minnie.
Here it is. Final corner. Where's Minnie gonna get space?
Here
Neil,
we go.
a little bit loose. Here it
we
is.
go. Here we go. Here we go.
Neil protects it. Minnie gets the run. It's
my
gonna be a
God.
drag. It's gonna be a drag. Oh no, Neil's gonna have just enough, I think. And Neil's
Checker
gonna
flag.
win the race.
Neil's gonna take it.
Wow.
That was
What a
race.
finish. What
you
a
don't need you don't need
finish.
cautions to get this kind of a finish.
What a great
Wow.
finish. Well, that means so let's go back
Minnie
now.
gave it all he
Minnie,
could. He gave it all he could.
I think Borg's where's Carter at? So Carter's right now listed at third place. He's in the Speedville zone.
Oh,
He's got 20
His
seconds.
main competition was
Just
kind
20
of just.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna have to make one massive mistake, and if I'm him, you just don't do anything. Just drive normal. You don't even have to push it.
It is Carter.
He's 20 seconds ahead. You don't even have to push. Just limp it.
Oh my God, Diesel's still racing to finish the race, and Neil's taking his parade laps, and they almost collided. Yeah, the 4's so far behind him that the 12 would have to spin it here.
Well, he's coming
I
around.
would put it past him though. Oh my God.
We still push it. What are you doing, man? You don't have to
There he
push
goes.
it. Just finish it.
Oh, he's gonna. He
Oh
gets
my
off.
God. He almost goes
Oh
off the
my
track.
God.
And no lung boy. Gonna get
P3.
third. No practice, really. Gets third place. Very
Also,
impressive.
since my
Truck.
driver, I think.
What
Destroyed...
the-
Oh my God! Wait,
The four. What did
he's
you?
not gonna be able to finish.
Oh,
Wait, what is that slot up for me and you versus Battle Pick?
what? That's
Oh,
happened.
Jeff's 2 down. So you're gonna win. So you picked the better driver today.
He quit. He didn't even finish the race.
Oh my God! What?
He's gonna get a DN to not finish.
Actually?
Actually, he's not on the track anymore.
Or did he get a tow? He's gonna be a lap down now. It says.
Um.
Oh, congrats, Sir Carter.
Well, here comes
P3.
Diesel.
He just wants He just wants it to be over.
So there's
Also, I think that was one of the quickest Rex races I had. Hour 35. No cautions.
There's Diesel. So I think Diesel now gets.
Fifth.
Does he get fourth
that's
or
the most
fifth?
Mickey top 5 I've ever seen someone
Is
get.
that a fourth or a fifth?
Oh my God! Borges just crashed.
Borges just crashed. What is this ending?
It.
Can
I
he
don't
limp
think
it
that was
home?
Intentional. He's done. He's just gonna pull it in the pits.
What is everybody
He's not
doing?
gonna take the finish. Borges, you still have a lap to go.
It's not
You still
over
have a
yet.
lap to go. You haven't taken the checkered.
Oh my
are you
God!
doing?
What is this?
What are you doing? You still have to go.
He's gonna
Hey,
get a
truck,
black.
You're
he's
still
gonna-
gonna go.
Truck. It's gonna be a black flag, I think.
What has happened?
I don't know.
Wow.
I think Kyle says we give up. Not gonna lie, you finished the race. You just spent an hour and a half, and you're not gonna finish the race.
That is a new one. Imagine racing that long just to be like, oh yeah.
I never. I would never. I don't even know what to say right now.
That's a new one. Well,
The man.
I say we interview the man who's. We'll let the race winner do his race winner stuff real quick. I say we talk to No Lung Boy. Hey, Carter's is Cadence Spartan in the booth. You got top 3.
Yes.
On merit too. You had a little bit of trouble with Jeff, but you two were fun to watch, so it's doesn't
Dude,
matter.
that was literally the most fun I've ever had, like, racing.
Tell that to your team owner, because your team owner hated it.
My
Your
team owner spun
also
my
looks-
teammate.
Yeah, and your team owner also looks like Grant Infinger, so
Well, all right then.
That's a compliment right there.
he does.
I've never heard one.
It's a true statement.
But
Yeah.
I mean, on merit, you go over against, what? Well, as
Oh
they
my
run into
God.
each other, as your team
Oh,
owner
you're
kills
looking
you.
at me.
I would say as your team owner kills you.
Yeah.
But on merit, racing with Jeff, a true esports winner, and you
Yeah.
go over and you get yourself a top 3. I mean, how did you come about this kind of a finish? This was really unexpected.
Once again, I followed Jeff into the pits for the first round of pit stops, because I had no strategy. So I just followed other people, and then on the second round, I ended up spinning on the perfect time to go get fuel. Because if I did it one lap earlier, I would have ran out. So that happened, but the final stop, me and Jeff come out side by side, and that was like the most perfect timing like ever. And then we just duked it out from there. And then unfortunately, he blew his engine, but oh, that was so awesome. And especially because I didn't run Pox yesterday, so I really didn't have any experience at this track, and I sucked ass at Watkins Glen last year. So yeah, it was unexpected, but it was really fun racing.
Yeah, I mean that was the one thing that was more impressive. It wasn't that you didn't have the skill to pull off a top 3. It's on a difficult road course, we don't run them very often, and you go over and pull it off with next to no practice. Was what is the most impressive part of this. I mean, only finishing behind Neil being a road course ringer and Minnie, who has some really great strategies. So taking that when you have something like that, how does that make you feel as a contributor to Diesel's Motorsports and everything with BDSM? Does this go over and make you feel like you kind of validate your skills here in the Rogue Energy Cup Series?
I mean, I got second last week, so I mean, I know I'm close to a win, and Well, it does feel really nice to contribute to my team because we are in a tight points battle, and if I wasn't here, we would have got fifth in points, which isn't the best. So we just need to keep up with Boss Motorsports, and I'm glad I was here today to do that.
Yeah, it was truly remarkable driving from you, and you know, thanks for your other long, by the way. I didn't get to find
Oh
it.
yeah,
Thank
no
you for
problem. And the
supporting.
200K, yeah.
I mean,
Yep,
does
that-
does this now mean like you're better than an esports driver? Like that you? I think you know.
Also, wait, you know what this does mean, Carter? You have now brought Sparty out of retirement.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. I did over and
Wow.
say. I did say that if you went over and you beat yourself an esports winner, I might come out of retirement for that because it gives me hope. So thank you for that.
Off.
I-
Throwback race.
You went over and you gave me hope.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm very glad to beat an esports pleb, I should say.
Yeah, you let him know.
those
You
are
let him
fighting
know.
words.
Well, Carter,
think we
thank you so
talked-
much. I
Thank you,
appreciate it, and go celebrate with your teammate. It looks like he's going over your owners, pushing you around a little bit. Let him know that you
Yeah.
can't be pushed around anymore. That you even beat him.
I don't have an engine, so.
Who doesn't? It seems like right now.
Yeah, that was fun though.
Thank you.
All right, well, we'll talk to our race winner, and then we'll talk to the second place finisher because we gotta save the best act for last, and then
For
we'll wrap
sure.
up here and finish it out. But what? Ah, man, pull out the brooms there, Neil. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. That was a great race.
That was a fantastic race between you and Minnie.
It was cool to see that your strategy slowly ticked off and kept ticking off that time from the undercut, and you know that 19 machine was like, man, this race sucks. There's no cautions. You know, this is so boring. But we had a blast, and you certainly put on a show. And take us through those last couple laps where that 84 really was basically on your back bumper there.
Yeah, I was running it down the whole race, running pretty steady 2.7s, like 2.79s, and 2.75, somewhere in there, slowly running him down. And then he had that spin down at the bottom of the Marine sweep and pulled out. I knew he was going to pit that lap, stayed out because scoring team points, needed the most laps, led, and all that. Thought I have got 3 seconds in hand. I'll just cruise to the end, save tires in case there's a yellow. I don't want to pit, get stuck in the field. And I look down, and he's catching at like 0.6 a lap. When did you learn to do 7.3s? But he learned, and he caught me right up, and then I couldn't pull away again.
So was when he was catching you there at the end, was that more with you trying to save and getting kind of caught catching up to the end of the field, or was that just Minnie finding a different kind of way to catch back up to you? Because we kind of thought maybe it was with taking a little bit easy with the lap traffic there at the end. Maybe that was causing him to catch up to you instead
Yeah, it
of
was a
just
mix of both.
speed. Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely a mix of both. He got better at the end. He was really learning the track learning the setup, learning all that as he went.
And then on top of that, did you think that the undercut was going to be as strong as it was on that first pit stop where he undercut you there by a couple laps and really pulled ahead at it, pulled away from you?
That wasn't the undercut. I ran out of fuel.
Oh, well, see, the more that we know.
In practice, I thought you might pick up that I lost 20 seconds on the pit stop. My in lap was I think a 2:29 or so. So only like 15 seconds off the pace. In practice, I did 10 laps, and I thought it was an easy 10 laps. Like I could have maybe stretched an 11th. So I didn't look once at the fuel. And then coming up the hill onto the front stretch for my 10th lap, the spotter says, "Hey, buddy, you're running out of fuel."
Oh,
So clutched all the way around the track, ran out on the pit road, and had to
that
clutch
makes
into
a
my
lot of sense.
box.
yeah, it was just there was a lot of action going on at the track there. So we all of a sudden looked, and we were kind of watching the pit stops, watching everybody else. We completely missed that, Kate, in the booth, seeing
I
the
think we
large
did.
gap time. So unfortunately, it looks like it could have been a little bit of a stretch compared to what it was. But as awful as it says, you did get the win, so it's not as bad now. But it did make for a much more entertaining race to see that kind of strategy and the back and forth that you guys are pulling.
I thought exactly the same thing. when I was sitting behind him, when I come out like 8 seconds behind him, I thought, yeah,
Roughly,
it's gonna be a more exciting race now.
It was definitely really exciting to watch you kind of reel him in, see the different strategies of him doing the undercuts, you making up the time. It seemed like whenever you saw that, you all of a sudden had a really good push lap. So it made it for a very entertaining race. And then obviously there at the end with him reeling you in a little bit and being down with underneath the second with the last couple laps to go, made it a great battle. And it just showed your prowess though on the road courses, that underneath that kind of pressure that you didn't make any mistakes, got through the lap traffic and was able to hold on for the win.
And I would like to thank Diesel for putting up with his own boredom and not throwing a random yellow when he threatened to.
I figured he was. We were getting a couple
of rough subject.
we were definitely getting a couple of of complaints of I'm gonna do it and talking him off the edge there. So I'm glad he did it. It did go caution free, which we thought was a very good possibility. So I mean, as always, we appreciate you coming out here and showing off your talents here on road courses and making it into a very interesting race. So thank you so much for coming in and sweeping our weekend like we figured you would.
I appreciate it. And I'll see you at the next one.
Oh, yeah. That is very true. Well, congrats on the win, by the way. Much deserved. And thank you for proving that road courses actually can put on entertaining finishes. So congrats. We'll see you around.
Thank you.
Our second finisher left.
Everybody left. I noticed all at the same time. So we could always see if Jeff wants to. He's the only one that's left.
I don't know even know if he's there.
I would say
he might have stormed off because of his engine dying.
it could be. So I think at that one we'll let it go at that point, Cade, because I don't see everybody else being around. So
everyone's gone. I was like, all right, well, if you we might get another one in. Nope. Scuff also gets his second win as a team owner, by the way. So throwing that out there just for fun little stat.
That'll make him happy.
His 2 wins are from Neil. That's it. That's one of the greatest signings, I think. Neil doesn't run any tracks besides the road courses, but he's basically going to get you a win to 2 wins even every year as a team.
It's just impressive. Great. It's impressive how good he is on these on these races. So, I mean, yeah, road courses always aren't gonna be, they can always have issues. But Jeff is still there. Interview him. Oh, Jeff is still there. All right. Well, all
right. Let's bring him in.
Yo, I'm still here. No, yeah. Hi,
Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Oh, look at this guy.
Wow.
I'm still here.
I'm still here, but doesn't want to actually talk. I see how it is.
Oh, what's up, guys?
There it is.
Did we wake you up from your nap?
Yeah, you actually did.
Sorry about that. So Jeff, I mean, we got to talk about the great racing that you and Carter had, obviously, throughout the entire race. It was great to watch. Kept things very entertaining throughout the race. Were you expecting Carter, with not having any of the practice, not being here for the Pox race yesterday, to be giving you such a tough fight? And it just seemed like every time you'd get around him, he just stuck around.
Yeah, that speed from Carter was totally out of the blue. I mean, our number 5 Michelin Chevrolet was just not good on entry or exit compared to other guys, but especially Carter. I mean, he killed us entering the corner. He could brake so much later and make it stick, almost like Kyle did. And then on exit, he would just gas it and it would stick. He wouldn't get loose. He wouldn't get in the grass. He used those curbs perfectly. And it was really the story from start to finish. I mean, new tires, old tires. I know he mentioned in his interview that he followed me into the pits because he didn't have a strategy. And I basically just said, well, based on the gas, we're not going to be able to make it on only 3 stops. So we got to do 4 stops, split up into 5 stints. So that was what I planned to do. So 41 laps, you just go one stint of 9 and then 4 stints of 8 laps each. And you just go from there. I thought that for sure we had a good start to the race. But then after my mistake early, I thought that for sure I'd be able to at least, crawl back up to behind Niall and Minimi. But Carter fought, man. He was just really difficult to pass, and really the only thing I could do with how much better he was in those heavy braking zones, which is like every corner of this track, the only thing I could do was try to Newman him on the straights. and try to force him to brake early or try to make a mistake getting around me, because I just had nothing for him on the entry or on the exit of the corners. And then that, what led to the end of my race was me really just, trying my best to keep up with him, because on that last stint, with the mistakes that he made, he actually had to pit a lap earlier than I did. So I had 1 lap fresher tires than he did. And I could tell he was really struggling to try to get past me. I wanted to get past him earlier, but I made some mistakes of my own on pretty much every run, which I was not happy with at all. What is that? That turn 4 or 5, that's the left-hander after the first 2 corners. That one just killed me the whole race. My car just did not brake the way I wanted it to. It braked too shallow, and then it'd go the next lap straight into the gravel. So, of course, figures that corner would be the corner that ended my race, where I just downshifted into first too quick, trying to slow the car down, keep up with them, not lose that much time, and poof, there it went. So, it's one of those races, man. They happen every once in a while. We're going to come back to the next race and come back better. But our Camaro was just not it today, and we're going to go back to the shop and make things right. So it was still a very fun time. Road course is always a good challenge for me. Congrats to Carter on a great race, great run for a podium, and hate it for my guys. So.
Yeah, we were really curious what happened there. All of a sudden, we were watching you guys along, having that great battle, and then we saw you spin. So it was real unfortunate that a great battle like that couldn't come down to the actual finish of the race, but instead got taken out by an engine. But I just wanted to let you know that I did say during the broadcast that if Carter could find a way to beat you, you, Jeff the great esports winner, that if that happened, I'm no longer a washed and have to get out of retirement. So just saying that because of that, now I have to start racing more. So this is your fault.
Well, I think that's a necessary sacrifice. I love to see Sparky back in the car and running some more Rex races, so I'll take it, man.
So yeah, we'll see where we can find some time, but unfortunately, it looks like now with this situation, I'm gonna have to start racing cars more. This is all because of that engine. So you can make sure that you let Christian know that it's all his fault too.
I'll let him know back at the shop. Thanks, man. We're glad to have you back. It's always fun having you involved with the action. So go to a place like Talladega, anything can happen.
Oh goodness, that's true. So yeah, we'll find a way to make it, but I'm no longer a wash streamer that had to be retired now because of this, just because of a funny bet. So way to go. But no, it was great to watch. You guys were a great battle throughout the entire race. It made some of the great racing and great entertainment. So I appreciate you and Carter. And on top of that, super clean. You guys weren't leaning on each other. No, all those break-in zones you always worry about the other guy, but you guys kept it clean the entire race, and it made for just some super fun racing and unfortunate with their engine, but still through 40, it would have been probably about 39 of those laps was fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do, man. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. The only thing I got to do is tell Christian to get those damn engines right at the shop.
Right?
So.
Let him know.
Yeah. SMS always brings the fastest car every week, but something terribly has to happen,
Oh, so that's why the JV captain acts the way he acts. Got it. Good. Awesome.
Yeah, I was quoting him.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah, you put on a show. Congrats on your win again last Tuesday, and we'll see you next weekend for Throwback Weekend. So make sure you guys get your throwback schemes out there, please. We'll try to make more announcements about it, but yeah, we'll see everyone there. It's North Wilkesboro. And setup is good, so just put on a fun show. 200 laps.
Yep, sounds good. I'll see you guys then. Can't wait. Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
I didn't know if he was going to leave the call because no one's in the VC. So
Everybody left.
I don't blame everyone. I would be exhausted too from that race. There is no time to and this is the first ever time I've ever seen a Rex race where no one wants to socialize and they just all want to go to bed.
Hey, road course racing's tough, and these guys, it proves it here. Without having without having those kinds of cautions and everything like that. Makes it so it's a tough race, but once again, the consummate professional that these guys are, even if at the end there was some blown engines and some blown tires and everybody having a tough finish, yes, some people were upset, maybe that it wasn't have the flags that kind of bunched the field back together, but overall still was fantastic racing by these guys, and shows that this league is legit when we say that it can bring out some of the best racing in all of NR2003. So once again shows just how awesome these drivers are and the greatness of this league.
And we'll see everyone next Friday for POX, but next time you'll see me and Sparty in the booth will be next Saturday for Throwback Weekend. We'll try to make sure that's a phenomenal broadcast as always. Hopefully everyone brings the paint schemes and contributes on that end. I don't think I'll actually be there for POX. Something come up, but
Of course.
Sparty will be, so you can check him out on the YouTube channel, and you could check him out here on Twitch, and you can throw a sub if you want. And remember, what code should they use at checkout, Rogue Energy Sparty? What code?
Make sure you go over and use promo code Sparty Party, one word, at checkout. Save 10% off your order. Yes, absolutely. Make sure that you are following the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SpartanWareMSU. You're subscribed to my personal YouTube channel, youtube.com/SpartanWareMSU. That's where all POX races on Fridays are streamed. And then on Saturdays, make sure you're here at youtube.com/Rogue Cup. We'll be going over and putting more videos out in the future for some first half of the season highlights, more shorts. Go over and check me out on Twitter at Sparty Warrior MSU. Check me out on Instagram at Sparty Warrior MSU. Check out our TikTok at Spartan Warrior MSU. Carter keeps that all up. All the greatness there. And then, yes, finally, the great sponsor, Rogue Energy. Go to rogueenergy.com. Use promo code SpartyParty at checkout. Next week's going to be fantastic. Throwback Weekend. The setup for North Wilkesboro has been bragged about in the server forever. That how great it is. So it's going to put on some great racing, beautiful paint schemes you do not want to miss. Finally, if you're interested in joining any of our races, go over and check out our Discord over here. It's going to be in the chat. And you definitely want to go over and come out to the Sparty Party Discord. It's located all over all my socials. Come out, say hello. We talk about racing. It's going to be a great community. You don't want to miss it. Cade, any final thoughts?
Road racing doesn't need stage breaks or cautions to be good. End of story. Boom.
There you go. Cade's been our play-by-play. I've been Sparty, your color commentator. Definitely go over and make sure to see us all next week. It should be some great racing at North Wilkesboro. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love all your faces. I'll see you next